Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So much has happened. Okay, so
much has happened. You've also started every episode with that lately. You got a lot going on this last month.
This last month has been a lot.
A lot to experience.
So Sally and I ordered food today. And I won't say where the restaurant is in case this isn't the restaurant's fault because we're still investigating. DoorDash itself is investigating, and then I'm holding my own investigation where I'm calling the restaurant at different times to make sure.
I'm holding my own investigation.
This is how people really lose their minds. Anytime no matter how vindicated you might be or how justified you feel, if you start your own investigation into anything, you've probably already lost your mind.
Yeah, no. Even if you end up being proved right, you do still have the shame of having to take all the yarn off the wall. You know, you have to take down all the safety pins.
Yep.
Still, you being like, "Whew, I got into this deep, huh?" Ooh.
You have to take down the clippings from where you were wrong. Those clippings that just had nothing to do with anything. And you were just like, well, in Italy, the tomatoes are going bad. And it's like, okay, well, now.
That's true. Every conspiracy theorist who does that, and if they are proved right, they have to go like, yeah, this whole branch over here, though, I was a bit off. I was a bit off on this over here.
I did make a mistake.
I am embarrassed about these strings over here. I'm a bit embarrassed about, but Robert Redford had nothing to do with it. I really went at him. I was going to take down Sundance and all of it. He had nothing to do with this at all, and it's all over here. Okay.
Turns out Orson Welles has not been alive for quite some time.
That's something, and honestly, you do just a tertiary search, you will find that. It's one of the first thing that comes up is his date of death, and I really, man, couldn't see the forest through the trees, but
yeah, because he looks so much like the guy from Stranger Things with the beard. I just thought they were the same person.
Yeah.
So then I just kept digging.
But either way, I was right, and the moon is filled with pudding. So despite that stuff, I was right. We were missing the big picture. I was right.
And so I've been holding my own investigation. Anyway, what happened was we ordered some food. And you know how it's all the same company, even though they use different names? I'm pretty sure DoorDash, Caviar, all those places are like the same thing now.
Yeah, they're owned by the exact same. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all bought each other.
They all bought each other.
They're all owned by each other.
They also somehow still exist.
Yeah.
But they are all under one umbrella.
They're all under one umbrella. I think they're all not profitable, but also are.
It's like they're not profitable, but they pay slave wages, which just means these people are really bad at business.
Yeah, it just means there's just a hole filled with money somewhere because they don't know what to do with it. So they just
because I don't feel like I'm saving money.
They just dump it into a deep, wet hole. They don't.
And
we can't get the money out. It's all wet now.
Instead of Grubhub or Seamless and then Caviar, just make Caviar the standard and just call the other ones Caviar Poor.
Yeah,
because it's kind of what's happening. There are certain restaurants that are only on Caviar, and you're like, why? And then you see that they're super expensive, so you're like, okay, maybe that's why. But still, you can't be that. You can't act too. You're using the same plastic container, so don't get uppity. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
you're still spooning spaghetti into the same black and clear plastic container as the place that charges $3, Well,
and for these, how they work too is it's not like there's a Caviar representative who works at the restaurant who manages these orders. It's just a different tablet the place gives you. Whichever one you work for, you just have a different type of tablet that the orders go through, and then a driver comes to pick it up who probably works for all of them because you can be a Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever driver all at the same time. So there's no reason for all these to exist.
There's also no reason to not pay these people well, because if you've gotten to the point where they're working for 4 of them at the same time in a day, Why don't you? And you're also all the same company. Why don't you just go ahead and make them an employee and pay them a fair wage? It's insane. And so,
because in that one too, the illusion of choice doesn't do anything for me. I'd rather just the restaurants be on one thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. So
but
anyway,
your investigation, sorry.
I said all this to say that we ordered some food. I won't say the restaurant.
Pull your mic a little closer to your mouth.
Oh, okay. We ordered some food. I will not say the restaurant just in case it's not their fault. But when our food came,
and if they're listening, and they'll come for you.
This would be how we get death threats.
This would be we accidentally start a feud with a very violent restaurant.
Yeah, I'd hate for something to happen to you. I'd hate for you to slip in some mac and cheese and never walk. So what ends up happening is that we order and then the food gets there and there's no buzz, right? There's no buzz or anything. The app is how we realize it's there.
They're just in the house.
Yeah, right. That would have honestly been better because then someone would have been able to explain what happened. So
and also talk about service.
Yeah. You picked the lock? You just knew.
Don't worry about it. Here it is.
And so
it's already on plates for you.
Then they drop it off. They're nowhere to be found. So then Sally goes down and she comes back up to the apartment and she's like, you'll never believe it. And I'm like, what? Because in my head, I'm like, did we get something extra? Did we not get all our food? You know what happened? And she just lifts it up. She's like, they gave it to us in a garbage bag.
Here you go, eat your fucking slop, you monsters. Here you go. Oh, you want this?
I'm sending you the picture
piggy?
right
I brought
now.
it right to your door. Here it is.
I'm sending you the picture.
Oh no.
This is untouched. I'm sending you the picture right now.
Yeah, that's just a flaw. You can see the red band around it. I think those are the trash bags we have.
Yeah,
me and Jess.
they are. They're hefty bags.
That is a hefty.
What a way to insult somebody. Just like, here's your hefty bag full of food.
Yeah, here you go. Here's your trash.
Imagine someone just delivering it in a trough. That would have actually been less insane.
Just an open bucket and everything's mixed up in it.
And
here's your pail of slop.
And so she's holding up the bag, and then I'm like, no, like I'm already smiling. I'm like, there's no way. Like this is a joke, right? And then she opens it and she was like, oh my God, it's wet. And I was like, well, is it raining outside? And she's like, no.
Was it wet on the outside of the bag?
No, it's wet on the inside of the bag.
Well, that could be steam, though. That could be the steam.
It was not steam because the bag was full of mud.
It was full of mud?
So underneath, in the picture that I sent you, underneath the containers is just like muddy water. So unless they grab their fresh trash bag with their cleanest dirt in it, and then the food started to sweat.
With their cleanest dirt in it.
Unless that's what happened. I was just delivered the actual trash. They sent the trash to my house.
It seems like they rode it over, but it was like just hanging from the back of their bike. Like they just tied it onto the back.
They wanted to do the like little motorcycle effect, so they just had one of the lips of the plastic in the spoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't know. We don't know. There's so many scenarios where this could have happened.
Yeah. No, this does need to be a full investigation. Let's get into it.
Because either the restaurant is the culprit, and they were like, we're done. Okay. We're done with you. We're done with your hunger,
Right.
and we're done with your food. So everyone today is going to know how we feel. All right. And then this poor, seamless driver shows up and they're like, take this bag. And he's like, not to deliver, right? You want me to throw this around the back, right? And they're like, no, that's the food. We want you to give it to them in person. And then
These are bad people.
When they open the door, I want you to spit in their face, okay? And then he's such a good person that's why he couldn't do it. He couldn't spit in our face. He doesn't know us. So that's why
and he couldn't even
just
buzz.
Left it.
He just left it.
He just left it and was like, I don't want to be a part of this, but I need my job, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's scenario 1.
Okay.
Scenario 2, they gave the driver their regular bag with the food in it, and he was like, no, this is my last day. All right. And since there's no HR to call to yell at, I don't have enough coworkers to quit in front of, I'm just going to do it as a terrorist all day. I'm just going to.
Well, see, or alternate to that same scenario, but not so much out of spite. They were like, we have the food ready, but we just realized we're out of bags. Do you have one? And he goes, yes. Let me go look in my trunk.
Yes. Let me go back home.
Oh, here it is.
And grab my trash bag that I've already started using.
Here, I've had this in the trunk of my car. I had some wet shoes in it. Will that be okay?
And they were like, sure, it's leaving. We don't care.
It's your problem now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Now, scenario 3 is much like your alternate scenario where the restaurant did not give him any bag. And so then he wanted to give us a bag because he was like, even though I'm delivering it to the location where they will no longer need a bag, maybe they'll need a bag. Maybe they're ordering this just to bring it over to a friend. So then they'll need something to carry it with. And they probably don't have bags in their home because who does that, So let me bring them a bag, even if it is a bit dirty. Scenario 4.
Okay.
The devil himself came up from hell.
From hell. Satan himself.
And actually pushed the delivery driver out of the way and was like, I got this. Okay. Okay. Let me take care of the situation. All right. Let me make sure that they go to bed tonight a little hungrier than they could have been, because it's not like I'm starving now. I had alternatives,
Yeah. Okay. I'm grabbing a notepad here, okay, so we can solve some mysteries, okay? We do have one mystery solved. There's one mystery solved in all of this as to why your doorbell was not rang. Whatever the scenario leading up to it, for sure, the answer to that is because that driver was filled with shame. Whatever happened to lead up to that moment, for sure. The reason why no one rang you, why no one called you, was because he went, I can't look them in the eye. Whether that is out of malice or pure embarrassment, that is still up for debate. But for sure, that is why the bag was left. So we have that mystery solved. Why no buzz? Why no buzz? Because shame.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have no buzz solved.
Scenario 5.
Oh, God, I didn't realize you had more scenarios. I didn't realize there'd be another scenario post Satan himself getting involved.
Yeah, scenario 5, potentially the most likely. The bag ripped and he just put it in something nearby, and then it happened to be a trash bag. Because it would also explain all the dirt.
Sure,
I think that
plausible.
there's a chance that, because we know from this place that their bags are the paper bags with the loose spun sort of straw handles. So that's just 2 staples holding the handles to the bag. And there's only a little bit of glue at the bottom of the paper bag holding it together. So what we also think is likely is that the trash bag was actually clean. This dude was walking with our food. It fell out of the bag into the dirt. He then grabs a fresh trash bag and then puts the food back in, so at least there's a back.
Yeah.
Because if he delivers it with just dirt on it and his hands, we're gonna be like, why? How did this happen?
What'd you do?
Yeah.
What did you do
What
right
did
now?
you do? But now he's off scot-free because he had a clean trash bag with him.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's the real question of this case.
Actually,
is at what point the mud comes into play.
Yeah.
That really determines who is at fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm looking right now at my phone, and I'm looking at the app for where we ordered, and I'm gonna triple check which one. I'm gonna triple check which, because there's multiple locations as well. That's also why I don't know if this is the restaurant's fault or if it's the driver or fate. Whatever.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, this may be completely unusable, so don't get too excited, but I'm gonna call them right now.
Okay.
You may have to bleep out the name of the restaurant.
Sure.
May I help you?
Hi, I ordered some food today using caviar, and it came in a trash bag. Would that be the driver, or are y'all using the trash bags to deliver?
Oh, that's the driver.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Enjoy your day, though.
Have a great night.
You too.
Hi. I think it's solved.
Well, no, here I will say he blamed it on the driver awful quick. That be the driver. And then he sounded real confused and shameful towards the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think he talked to the culprit. I think it was him.
Yeah, it could have been. Maybe this case is still open.
I think the case is still open. I don't know.
This isn't even what I wanted to talk to you about today. It just happened. Just like
Oh, really? Like right before?
Dude, yeah. Like I didn't even there was a thing that I don't think I've ever told you about, because I told Sally for the first time.
Okay.
Okay,
so we're shifting to that. So let's just say still open investigation.
Yeah, still open investigation. Look, I'm gonna keep calling.
We're gonna keep calling,
telling them that this happened to me.
Email us what you think happened.
Yeah.
Who do you think is to blame here?
Yeah.
Because also was this a trash bag already sitting in something at the restaurant, and they're like, oh no, we're out of bags, grab that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or maybe they just saw our order. Scenario 6. They saw our order. It perfectly matched some food they had already thrown away. And so they were like, why not? Why waste food? There's people starving in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Why waste food?
No, that's the only stuff that's been in that bag. I mean, the bag was outside, but don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Why is it wet? Don't. Now you're being.
Don't
one
worry
of them.
about it. You know, food. You cook. There's sauce and stuff. They'll be fine. They'll get it.
Yeah, that's my new favorite thing. I had a friend. It didn't make any sense, and it had no context to the situation. But someone had said something, and she was like, "Don't do that. You sound like one of them." And it's like there was no thing to attach it to.
Who's them?
Yeah, exactly.
There's
though.
It was you can't say you sound like one of them and there's no them.
Yeah, it was the perfect thing, because there was no race thing to attach it to. There was no it was just such an insane response. Ooh, don't do that. You sound like one of them. It's like
that's like the purest form of othering someone.
Yes.
Of like I'm not even giving you a group. You just belong to them. It's like, what? That's wild.
Yes. It is incredible. I was such a fan. I was so excited when it happened, because I was like, there's nothing, no one, like, you know how sometimes people can be like, what do you mean, you people, sort of thing?
Yeah.
It wasn't that at all. It was literally like the confusion at the table.
Yeah.
And it was immediately hilarious. I went to dinner. I'm going to tell you the story in a second, but this is also very funny. I went to dinner last night, and I was crying. So I was out with friends, and one of my friends, his phone had died, but the bill came, and he was like, "What's the right?" Because I'm in cash. I do have my card, but I can just Venmo you. I could just Venmo you when my phone comes back on. And then our other friend was like, ooh, that doesn't sound good. You sound real poor right now. And he's like, I'm talking about the battery, not the plan. Okay. And she's like, still though, you shouldn't say it like that. Ooh. I got pains when you said it to me like that. And he's like, well, do you want to put all my cards? She's like, no, it doesn't sound like it'll go through all your card. All right. No, you gotta get your life in order. He's like, my phone just died. And she was like, so then maybe clear your phone is poor. Okay, your phone is too poor for life.
Yeah.
And so it died. Your phone didn't even want to be a part of this conversation. You talking about you gonna Venmo people after you've left the area.
The most trustworthy type of Venmo.
He's like,
the one that's not in front of me.
The way that my man said, the battery, not the plan. Talking about things you gotta do with your phone's back on. It's like, that's the most oof.
This is now Venmo you once I get some more minutes. It's about to be the end of the month. Once it rolls over, I'll be able to send you that. With that Venmo.
Because here's the thing. When I was in high school and college, I was very broke, and so I had a phone with minutes. And for anyone
we all
listening
have phones
to
with
this
minutes
podcast,
back then, I think, right? Or
not everybody. No.
Okay, I did too. I guess. I mean, I didn't know there was another way.
No. The way
I didn't know we had
it
it limited back then.
is the way that people with money have always done it.
That's true. That is a
Just
good
so
point.
you know.
Yeah.
We were out here
you used to be able to call
minutes.
and you could call a number to find out how many minutes you had, which would take like a minute. So you'd lose a minute checking your minutes.
Also, the thing that really made me mad, and it evened out if the text was long enough, I guess, but every text message cost, and then you had to accept the deduction in minutes to read it. So then every text costs 30 seconds. It costs half a minute. So then,
is that what it costs?
Yeah. So then people would text you K, and it would cost half a minute. It didn't even take a second to read. My eyes recognized. I didn't even do any reading. My eyes recognized a letter, and I knew what it meant. Right.
But yeah, to explain to our our younger listeners, back when I know every now and then we get kind of like back when phones were new, but we do get that way sometimes. But you used to have to literally. You had an allotted amount of phone time, not given to you by a parent or a guardian who said, this is all you're allowed because I don't trust you. The phone gave you this. The phone company would give you an allotted amount of time. And if you went over, if you had a plan that allowed you to go over, that overage charge was usually wild.
Also, your own money was your own money was your dad. Like, because if you had plenty of money, you either had a phone plan or you could buy so many minutes that you didn't think about it.
Yeah, this is where the beginning of like burner phones were, because you could just buy a phone with a set amount of time on it, and then when you were done with it, you could just throw it away.
Yeah,
that's why those became popular. You could buy them in a 7-Eleven, use it for a couple hours, throw it away.
When I was in high school, or maybe I was even in junior high, the first kid I knew to get a cell phone got a cell phone with minutes on it. And I don't know if his parents bought it, if he bought it with summer money from his summer job, whatever. But either way, he bought the phone and bought 300 hours on it.
Jeez.
So this dude had 300 hours on the phone just ready to go. And he called me on my home phone. This dude called me to call me poor. This dude called me. This dude called my home phone. He called my house phone.
Man, 300 hours of phone, dude. It's like, by the time you used all that, phones had changed.
This dude called me and asked me if I was hungry.
Jesus.
This dude was a monster. Anyway,
see, bullying, you had to be more creative with bullying back then. We didn't just have social media.
We didn't
have immediate access. You had to go through the work.
And I shouldn't even, this is the thing, okay. This is also where you date yourself, because things are new for every generation of people. There will be things that are new. So then there are people right now who, even though they're young, they remember life right before TikTok, right? TikTok's only been around for a little while. So there are going to be people who are like, oh yeah, I remember TikTok. And then when they have kids, people be like, TikTok? What is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And
that's how the students I work with are. They're like, what? You're on TikTok? I'm like, guys, it's been around for like 3 years and I'm old. You don't want me on it.
Also,
like,
we sound old because we remember life before everyone had just had a cell phone on them, right?
Yeah.
But it makes me...
But we remember before the internet, so that makes us sound 1,000 to probably kids now.
And like, because the idea of a supermarket is like still relatively, when you look at the world and you look at how we ship food and like all the processes around keeping food good until people can purchase it and stuff, that's all relatively new. So then if you're old enough, you remember a time where you had to live off of what grew near you and that's all you got. Maybe if you traveled, or maybe if someone brought something back, you could have something that wasn't from where you were. And it's just so funny because it's like, I think about my granddad. My granddad is so old, he probably remembers before apples. I could see people my granddad's age being like, I remember, because we even really eat apples like that. Because think about it, like it was specifically where you were, and
it's what you had, what grew near.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like there are people who probably had their first apple thinking they could just peel it like an orange, be like, it's not coming off. I don't know, just hand slipping on it.
Man, a hard ass tomato. Mm-hmm. Gross. Anyway, what was the thing you were going to tell me?
Oh, okay.
Before we went back to our olden days of minutes on phones.
Yeah.
In the old country.
The thing I was going to tell you was when I was little, I would play soccer, and we've talked about this, like how I was not good.
Star athlete, you were great at everything. Oh, that's right. It was the other way. Sorry.
Wow. What an attack. So then when I was little, I was playing this scrimmage game. So not one of the ones that counted. We're not even in our jerseys or anything, our little uniforms. And this is like horrific. So basically, it was like a practice day, right? And so we're all out on the field, and we're young. We're like, I was maybe 6 or something.
Okay.
So like a lot of us aren't even coordinated. Like if you can kick the ball straight, you're the best player on this team.
Yeah.
And so
you're Beckham if you're. You don't even have to bend it. You're footing it like Beckham.
Every time a kid, I remember this specifically, anytime a kid lofted, first of all, almost all of our like lofting kicks were by accident. Anytime a kid could make the ball just fly up in the air for any distance and by any height, we were amazed. We were like, we would celebrate that like it was a goal. So we were not a winning team. And so
as you're cheering, the other kid just goes by you with the ball.
We're lifting up the kid who did it.
Oh my God. It went so high and the wrong way.
So then this is such chaos. And like even when I remembered it and I was talking to Sally about it, a part of me was like, I don't know if I should tell it on the podcast yet, because I'm trying to remember everything that happened. And then 2, I don't think people will like identify with me the way that I need them to. Most stories I tell on this podcast, I don't care about the perception. I'm just telling you my side of what happened. And this is the first time I was like truly upset by something like that. What's
okay? I was like upset by how you handled it?
No,
or
I was upset by what happened to the point where I think I genuinely blocked it out because
Oh, good. So we're getting into repressed memories. That's where we've gotten.
Well, no, it's just like
on the show.
I don't even remember what brought it up, but I was telling Sally about it. Anyway.
Okay.
So then
I'm so curious, by the way, now. That's a very intriguing intro.
We're all like uncoordinated 7-year-olds, right? And we're doing this practice game. And the practice game is just our team. So it's just like, it's not, the stakes couldn't be lower. But all year, I've been bad. And I've been so remarkably bad that they don't know where to put me. So they have the same problem they have with me, that the kid that's good at everything, you know, like the kid that can dribble straight. They're like, should we make him the forward? Should we have him as a defender? What should we do? Right.
Is he in high school now? What do we do with him?
Yeah. Can we get him held back? You know,
we either got to hold him back or we got to launch him forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just like throws his dad some money under the table to like mess up his homework for him.
We got to keep him to teach the other kids.
Yeah. So anyway, in the game, this kid had brought his dog, right? And the dog has been asleep for almost all of practice, just chilling, right? And it's like it's a fairly big dog. And then but it's still like, it's not like an old dog, but it's like puppy age. I can't remember what the breed was, but it was like medium size to say it was a puppy, you know?
Okay.
And been sleeping, been a good dog the whole time. Anyway, this is also a time where you got to think about how you're coaching kids who don't understand real plays. You're just trying to get them to do their position.
Yeah.
And to stay in a general sense of where they're supposed to play.
Yeah, you're kind of going with a zone situation, because especially at that age, and in America especially, a kid's knowledge of soccer is going to be, hey, kick the ball.
Yeah. And so,
it comes to you and you kick it.
Yeah.
That's kind of, and again,
so,
I know it's different in Europe. That's how we view it here.
And so for me, what ended up happening was there was a kid from the defender's position that was dribbling the ball towards me, and I should go back slightly. I'm goalie this time.
Oh, okay, you're goalie.
Because
now.
they were
All
like,
right.
he's not fast. He'll have an asthma attack, right? He cannot kick the ball straight, but maybe straight isn't what we need. We just need it out of the way. and so maybe he'll be a good goalie. That's literally
he finds a way to get hit by stuff.
Yeah.
Let's put him there.
Yeah. He's been hit by the ball in the face a lot. I don't know how it finds his forehead, but
let's use that face to our advantage.
And I'm even excited because I'm like, this is my chance to prove myself, you know?
Yeah.
This is my opportunity.
As you're standing there bleeding.
Yeah. This is my opportunity.
Finally.
I'm going to be good at the sport. Because remember, I told you before, it's like I kind of wanted to be like that sport, like that athlete, you know? Anyway.
Still kind of do in a little bit.
All right.
Just saying what we cover on this show, your endeavors.
So
you have dreams of becoming a very buff ninja. That's what it seems like.
So the kid is dribbling from the defender's position at me. So he's coming at me for a while. And so many, because he's not fast. So many things are going through my head. Like so many thoughts. Like, okay, I got my eye on the ball. I know which kid has it. He's not passing. So it's not like I'm going to get, and also, I think they were trying to teach us offsides at that point. So then there really wasn't too many people ahead of him to try to pull him off sides, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's really just me by myself on this entire side of the field while he's coming and the other kids are running. And so I'm like, okay, I just got to stay calm. All right. I just have to keep my eye on the ball. He's coming at me. He's not fast. He's going to kick it. He's probably going to kick it straight because none of us are good. You know, like I'm in my head, I'm like locked in.
Right. Yeah.
And just as he gets maybe past 3/4 down the field. So like this is game time. This is when I'm going to have to step up. He kicks the ball just a little too far in front of him. You know, like when you're dribbling a soccer ball and sometimes you don't manage the distance well. And so he's kicked it really far in front of him. Now he has to catch up with it. when he kicks it that far, at this point, the dog wakes up and just full puppy mode. The dog wakes up and then takes off and like hits it with its nose down the rest of the field at me. And now it's a dog. Now I'm like, what do I do?
Wait, the dog just took over?
Dude, the dog just, and like, I'm not being dramatic when I say that this was probably all of 10 feet,
right?
Because he was almost there.
Sure, yeah.
But then now he's here, so he's like all about to be at the ball again, and the dog was just off to the sideline, laying down. And so now it takes off, runs in front of him, and starts like knocking the ball with his head. And then he knocks it one last time. He touched it all of like 2 or 3 times, but he knocks it one last time. And I'm like, at first I'm scared because I'm like, the dog seems big as it's running towards me. I'm also little. Then I calm down. This is all happening in a moment. Then I calm down for a second because I was like, oh, a dog. Now I'll just be able to grab it. I hope I don't get bit, but now I can just grab the ball, right? And at the last second, he like hits it with his little nose, but it goes a little to the left, and I miss. And so technically the dog scored on me. And people are like screaming. They're like, oh, it's like such a funny, and the kids run up to the dog and they're like, and the dog's excited and he's like hopping and stuff like that.
They pick the dogs up on his shoulders.
Dude,
they carry him off the field.
It was like a full, like kind of like an Air Bud situation, except there was no stakes,
It was 100% Air Bud situation. I think they even did a soccer one with Air Bud.
And we always celebrate Air Bud, but we always forget the kid that he scored on. Just really wanted to have his own moment. Yeah.
No, Air Bud gave full competing teams just mass depression.
I don't think I was so upset. I was like so hurt because I played it back in my head a bunch of times because I was like, there's no way I missed that.
Yeah,
because it happened so fast. Literally, the dog just like blah, 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 and then it was in the goal.
The dog just took over though. The fact that he kind of kept it on the same path is interesting and almost suspicious.
Dude, it's like 2 or 3 touches.
I'm gonna say there's another mystery we have. I think you got played. This dog has been trained.
This is a circus dog. This is not my fault. This is a circus dog.
This is a genuine Air Bud scenario.
And it's like, look, I don't think in a million years the dog could do it again because he wasn't even trying to. Like the dog was trying to play with the ball.
Went for the ball.
He wasn't trying to score, but he was so close to the goal by the second time he touched it. And it's like I was already not good.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
Now, but I'm gonna make you feel better though.
What?
Because frankly, I'm just saying. Because soccer, football in other countries is a game of feet. And dog's got 4. So technically...
I was able to use my hands. We both had 4 appendages at play.
I'm just saying. He's actually, he's over-equipped.
We both had 4 limbs to work with. And...
No, listen, it's embarrassing and you should be embarrassed. But
it's also like...
I'm trying to make it...
The worst part is that it's like not even enough people were there.
For it to even be like a really cool thing. Like to be like a
It was like...
Like we said, this is pre-phones we established. So this wasn't like a viral moment, but could have been a socially viral moment.
It was like 8 kids playing.
Yeah, so this is just your pain.
And not every parent was there.
So this doesn't even get to be like a fun, like, oh my God, did you see that moment? It's just one kid being embarrassed because a dog scored on
I'm
him.
pretty sure my mom had to run an errand. Like, I mean, I'm glad my mom didn't see it, but...
No, you just didn't see her sneak out. She was like, ugh.
Ooh, I'm going to come back at 5 because.
Come back after all the other kids have already left before I pick him up.
Yeah.
Wow. So what made you think of this? Because you said you hadn't, you're not even sure if you remembered it fully, if you blocked it. What brought it out?
I don't know. Sally and I were just talking, and then I think I maybe had a moment or something.
Did you start shaking and
just decided to be vulnerable, you know?
Was that your last day in soccer?
No. I didn't stop doing soccer till I was like 13.
Okay.
So
did it push you forward? It made you angry?
Oh, it made me angry. It didn't make me better. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
Yeah. Well, I can say that is a unique thing. I've never been scored on by an animal, I don't think. So that's a unique experience. You got that going for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're having a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
with muddy food and sports drama.
Just like the next time you watch one of those movies, just think about the kid.
Think about the other teams that feel terrible. Think about the teams that Airbud beat. Think about the spirits that he crushed. There's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play basketball, but there's also nothing in the rules that say I can't feel bad about it.
It honestly, if I'm being real with you, it was bullying. It's just let your dog be at home. It was sleeping anyway.
Right.
Keep your dog, get your dog off the grass. You know what I'm saying?
Keep dog off grass, otherwise become supreme athlete. Is what the little signs will say in the yard.
That dog wasn't even cute.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about
you're
it.
You're coming at this dog now.
Yeah, I don't know what breed it was, but the breed was ugly. All right. Yeah.
Oh, this dog breed? The breed is trash.
Yeah.
That's what this dog is.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, you're gonna hate me saying this, but like, what a piece of the Josh Johnson puzzle we've just found.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, yes, I knew you wouldn't like it, but like, I guess I'm speaking to the listeners because I'm sure they all heard that and they're like, oh, yeah, this makes sense. This seems like a man who would get dunked on by a dog.
Look, I'm the winner.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That was over 20 years ago. So guess who's still alive? All right. I can still dribble. Got my good limbs, can run.
Yeah. But now look at you, taking care of a dog.
What does that have to what does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying you gotta do
what does that have to do with anything?
Just saying
My dog would never be able to I would run circles around my dog, okay?
Josh has made a point to never show his dog a ball because he doesn't even want to come close to repeating this mistake.
Chance would be puffed out when I got done with him, okay?
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm.
How does it make you feel to relive that memory, to have it back?
I mean, it's fine. When I think about where I am in life and when I think about that dog isn't in life.
Hard cut to Josh being heckled in a comedy club by a dog.
Just a whole litter.
did a show a couple years ago at like a brewery, and it was like one of those places they allow dogs to come into, and there was like so few people in the audience that there was literally almost equal to the amount of people and dogs in the place. Or it was like 2/3, because there was like 7 people and like 4 dogs. And I'm like, this audience is damn near mostly dog at this point. That's a strange place to be. And I think one did bark, so I think I did get heckled by a dog. So there, I have that over you.
Yep.
Okay, well, while Josh is dealing with his trauma, I will open up the mailbag. Let's get something else.
No, that was it. Do we have another one from Anna, you said?
Yeah, I was looking for that, because I figured since we got a little extra time, we can do that one.
Thank y'all so much for writing in. We appreciate you. We have so much fun with these. We look forward to them every week. Anytime y'all send them in, we're happy. So thank you again.
There it is. Scrolled past it a bunch of times. All right. But yes, we do have an update from Anna. Okay, real quick. Let's try to recap the story thus far. This is an ongoing chain of emails.
Okay.
So this started with her going on a date with the guy
who was a foot pervert.
A real toe fiend. Not only was he really into feet, but slid under the table to remove her shoe and smell it, and was like, oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's foot.
That's foot. And then I believe that tickled her foot, so she kicked him in the head?
I think in the face, maybe?
In the face. Kicked him in the face, which I believe also knocked over something on the table and fell on the table next to them.
Made a big production of the fall.
Yes, yeah. And then something was spilled on her, right? I believe something got spilled on her.
Maybe something was spilled on her from his fall.
He was underneath, so a server tripped over him because he was on the ground getting them good feet smells.
He made it worse. Whatever happened,
he made it worse.
Yeah.
And then the other server like kicked him out or whatever, or helped like just end the situation, like helped her clean up whatever got spilled on her. So she went on a date with him, and she ended up on a date with him where then he revealed that he's really into like BDSM stuff. He asked, are you a gray?
And she was, at first she didn't understand it. Then she realized.
I believe, I don't know, and I also don't know if we clarified. We found out later that applies to 50 Shades of Grey, or we might have read an email that explained that. But when he said like, "Oh, you're a gray," that was going to 50. Already, this is so much backstory.
Yeah. So if this is your first episode listening, we've caught you up as best as possible.
Yeah, and the cliffhanger, because she always leaves us on cliffhangers, and very tantalizing ones. I believe the last thing was after he was talking about being into BDSM and stuff like that. Then the foot fetish guy was outside the window and said, "I found you." That's. And this is where we had our little debate of just like, are we getting played? But either way, we're having a fun time with the story, so I kind of don't care.
Yeah, I want to see it through to the end, even if none of these people ever lived. Even if Anna is not real.
Okay, and this one I like too. This one is titled "The Showdown." Is how this one is titled.
Okay,
but this is from our friend Anna.
All right.
Hey guys, you said you never heard the expression "gray" before. It's apparently used in dating apps as a slang/short for being dominant. The word refers to 50 Shades of Grey. Some people just use a gray picture and that's it. Oh, just a gray picture. Interesting. I want to give you some context. As you know, Sweden is a small country. The population of New York, they're out of Sweden. That's just W.
As you know, Sweden.
Small country. Anyway, this has nothing to do with that. Never been.
Want to go?
As you know, Sweden is a small country. The population of New York City pretty much amounts to the total population of Sweden. In the capital, there is about 1 million. In the actual city center, the number is about 400,000. In most cities around Sweden, all restaurants, clubs, cafes, and most fun stuff is situated in the city center. So if you want to find someone, it is possible, but statistically not likely. In my case, I was ratted out by one of two people that knew where, what, when, and who I was seeing that night.
Wow.
After I left the gentleman, this has been the code name for the foot fetishist. Mm-hmm. After I left the gentleman on the floor of the restaurant, I actually thought that I would never hear from him again. I had only given him my business card, so he didn't have my private number.
It'd be very funny if his name, like, we nicknamed him Tony Two Toes. You know, he
Tony Toes?
Yeah, he loves feet because he doesn't have all his, you know. You want what you can't have. You go ahead, keep reading out. That's my bad.
I liked it. I don't think because now I'm just thinking of a guy who has no toes and he just really wishes he had.
Yeah. Like, you think he's sucking on
toes.
But
it's gone the other way where now he's just horny about it.
Yeah, it's like you think he's sucking on toes because he's into feet, and he's sucking on toes being like, I remember my middle toe.
He's just like, I really wish I could feel this.
Mm-hmm. You know, he dates somebody for a couple years, and then he's like, let me put a ring on it. And he goes down and just puts it on her toe.
Oh, my God. Have you ever meets a girl with like 6 toes on 1 foot? Are you kidding me? I had only given him my business card, so he didn't have my private number. But no. Phone calls after phone calls to the office that I refused to answer. I think that if you don't get that a woman is not into you when she kicks you in the face, you don't get it if she tells you in words. Okay, so it sounds like he's been calling the office a lot, though.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a great thing. Reception, how may I direct you? I'm looking for the lady with great feet.
Yeah.
Is there a lady with great feet there? Can you put her feet on?
Yeah, tell her it's Tony. She'll know what that means.
Gifts started showing up. Flowers. Oh, no. Pink rubber boots with a note that said best worn without socks.
He trying to make you sweat. That's what that is. That's a real pervert right there. He thought ahead.
Yeah, he wanted to drink out of that boot.
That's wild.
And a mobile phone with his number in it. You expect a serial killer to have more tact, you know?
Not just tact. This is
a
like
plan at all.
This is like, you know what? Because you just have to start over. You have to find someone who is as into feet as you are. Because if you were doing these moves on them, it'd be all swag.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
and by start over, he also means
boots.
Move somewhere and change your name, probably.
He sent me a cell phone with just his number in it. Like, this is like Dorian Gray.
How's it Dorian Gray?
That is a different book.
Oh, are you trying to say 50 Shades of Grey?
The guy in 50 Shades of Grey is a different Gray than Dorian Gray. Yep.
Dorian Gray was the guy who had the painting of him.
Mm-hmm. No.
Getting his nipples twisted, and
I remember.
it was a painting of him in a sex swing. Boy, okay. He sends the boots, a phone with his number in it, but not an apology for being, well, let's say disrespectful. I gave it all to the receptionist and asked her not to accept any gifts on my behalf and to send them back. She protested and said, but he is so rich and he is cute. Why don't you go on a date? Oh, this lady's going to make a great victim one day. I wasn't in the mood for telling her the story, so I replied, we did, but it turns out we are not a good match, and I think you and I have a different kind of checklist when it comes to men. It turns out that the gentleman is the youngest son of a very well-known rich family in the region and has invested in various projects around Sweden. He showed up at work events, but I'll skip that part of the story of weird interactions at those events. The gifts stopped showing up, and I was relieved that the gentleman was gone. So I thought, this is a novel, I think.
This is also, it's like, okay, not only is it a novel, but it's all like just plausible enough.
It's just plausible enough, but it also sounds just enough like a Hallmark movie.
Because basically...
Oh, he's the heir to Sweden.
Basically, we also have to keep in mind how long this thing is going on, but on the B side, how long it took for her to go on the date with the server. Because remember, this is all going to come to a head with the I Found
which I believe it starts here and the next part here. So yeah, there's a whole side plot with the gentleman that like we're kind of just being privy to right now, and she's also not telling all of us again. Also very good with cliffhangers, which is what makes me think that Anna might be a writer. Just being suspicious. Being seated at the restaurant with the server and dumbfounded by his words, annoyed by the woman purposely spilling wine on me and hitting on the server. Oh yeah, that was part of it. We forgot.
Yeah.
On the date with the server, there's a different server spilled on her on purpose. My mood was not getting better after seeing the gentleman strut into the restaurant towards us. How the hell did he find me? What are you doing here with him? The gentleman says, indignant, and points at the server. He doesn't wait for an answer, turns to the server and says angrily, "Those feet are mine." Remember that the gentleman is not low-key. Oh, no shit. The restaurant quiets down and someone whispers, "Did he just say feet? He's so fucked," followed by some giggles and chuckles. The server folds his arms and looks at me expectantly. I'm now fantasizing of how I drop kick the gentleman, but of course I don't do it. Oh, well, why stop now? You've already kicked someone on a date.
Yeah. You kicked him.
That's right. You've already kicked this man. I see the gentleman's mouth moving, but I'm not listening. How did you find me? No answer. I was not holding back at all. I'll refrain from using the same words here. Through my teeth, told him that I'm not an object and can't be bought. I won't allow him to treat me disrespectfully any way he wants, whenever he wants, and especially sniffing my shoes in restaurants. I'm not laughing at the sentiment, but closing a sentence like that is funny. People around us laughed, and someone made a puking sound, and someone booed. The girl in the group of university students cheered me on, "You go, girl," and fiddled with her phone. I glanced at the server and noticed that his eyes were glazed. I finished it off with, "I'm not interested in you whatsoever and never will be, so leave me the fuck alone and get lost. But, you kept the gifts, so I thought, we had a thing." It turns out that the receptionist had kept the gifts for herself and had led the gentleman on to believe that I kept them, and to redeem herself to the gentleman, she had told him about my whereabouts. She can see my calendar at work, and so she checked it. At this point, the woman comes back and yanks the server's sleeve. To me, she says, "Take it outside. You bothered the other guests." I pierced her with a glance and said to the gentleman that lingered, "You got 1 minute to leave, and if you don't leave me alone, I'll get a restraining order, and from there on, I have the right to protect myself. Do you understand? Kicks are a-comin'." The gentleman limps away like a sulking toddler. I turned to the server and followed the feeling that I had during the date. "So, when are you going to tell me what's really going on here?" His smile stiffens a bit and he says, "I guess we gave us away, huh?" The server pulls the woman towards his side with the arm around her waist. He winks at me and continues, "We have checked you out and we agreed that we want you to be our dominatrix." People gasped and started mumbling. I noticed that some of the uni students were filming and giggling. "We, as in dating?" I asked, wanted no misunderstanding. "We, as in common law wife. Yeah." The disappointment of being kind of played by the server and this woman, the lingering anger from the showdown with the gentleman made it hard to collect myself. Knowing that the server and the woman had turned are turned on by my domination and telling off of the gentleman, I decided not to reward them by lashing out. So I did my best to compose myself, and as cold as ice, I said, well, thank you for clarifying that. You have the right to live the way you want, but I'm one man at a time kind of woman, so thanks, but no thanks. Well, technically, there was only going to be one man.
Yeah.
Not to split hairs here. I wish you the best in all you do. I'll take my leave now. Have a nice evening. I grabbed my purse and left, and as I did, I heard the server and his woman blame each other for me not agreeing to their proposal. It took some time for me to let it go and laugh about it all, and I somewhat do have trust issues. But it is a hell of a story, huh? Take care and stay cool. Love. Huh. Yeah. But
all I can say is I hope it never happens again. Wow.
Huh. I might have to make just like a mini episode. It probably wouldn't even be a mini episode; it'd be a whole thing. But of just those 3 emails together.
Yeah.
Just for the full story.
Honestly, what we should do is cast it.
Make a little radio drama out of it.
Yeah, we should cast it and then do it. Do that one as well as the porta potty one.
As the porta potty thing. Oh God, now we're making full productions now.
So thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. We had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag and just change how I view humanity with your stories and your experiences, and to really make me wonder if anything's worth it, you can send those to joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts because we read those in the mailbag as well. And if you're looking for bonus nonsense from us, such as bonus podcasts and videos and replays of our virtual live shows, you can get those patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have a bunch of different tiers. And speaking of virtual live shows, we have one coming up. I believe it is November 27th. I believe that is the date. That last Sunday, it is November 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing another virtual show. So tickets will be in the episode bio underneath and in our social media bios and all that jazz. You should come join us. We always have a great time. I showed a bunch of haunted dolls in the last one, so who knows what could happen. It's a big crazy time.
A lot can happen.
A lot can happen. Who knows what weird people we've dated will just suddenly show up and cause a scene.
Oh wow, I hope not.
If in my screen one of your exes just walks in.
Well, we hope you have a great rest of the week and a wonderful weekend. We will catch you next time. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you. first time you've counted along, it threw me off.
My bad.
That's okay. I just almost forgot how to count for a second because you were also counting.
Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm still here. We're doing all right. What's up, man? How are you?
Okay.
No, yeah. I was just telling you about it. Every little tech thing I had to do today was just me being like, "Oh no, it's broke. Oh, it's just not plugged in." Okay, so it's like I know it's not the machine's problem. It's a lot of just my mental state. I guess I'm just tired. And then right before we started recording to sync up, I count to 3 and we clap, and then you did it at the same time, which made me forget how to count. So, doing great. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah. Do you ever have that though, where you ask somebody something, you ask somebody how their day is going, and they really level with you immediately, or they're just
God,
like,
yes.
"Oh yeah, she left." Yeah, I mean, like,
yes, I have several friends who are like that. Where they're just like, "Well, life's terrible, but here we are." I'm like, "Okay, you can't just say fine."
I don't even
just
say terrible. I don't even get into it with people to the point where I'm like, "Oh, life's not good" or something. I'm literally just like, we'll tell you what's going on with the day.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't mind that so much, but yeah, I do. I know people who will just drop like their entire mental illness on you in that one moment, and it's like, come on, man.
At least give me half.
Yeah, I'm just asking to ask. Yeah, at least.
But no.
Give me half.
That's your mistake though, because I will tell you right now, if there's someone who, as nice as I am and as open as I am, as much as I talk to people who sometimes don't want to be talked to, if I see someone where I get the vibe immediately that they are actually a monster, I steer clear. There have been few instances where you've even seen me and I'm like, I cannot engage with this person. This person is the worst.
And now this is because this is another one of those situations where you're sounding like me. So what are your tip-offs to when it's like, oh, this is a monster, I got to get out of here? What are those I guess signifiers to you?
Okay. Did I ever tell you about when my friend was trying out for that Broadway show?
I don't know.
Okay, so
this sounds familiar.
I'm not going to say his name just in case he doesn't like the story.
Rodney.
Even though he didn't do anything in the story, he was just a witness. But basically, my friend was in line for an open call for a Broadway show, right? And so open call means it's going to be a long line.
We talked about this, didn't we?
I thought we did.
I think we did. Talk about this.
Okay, that's the type of person I would steer clear from.
Because what did you do exactly? Give the short version.
Okay, so the short version is
he wanted to talk about everything, right?
Huh?
Oh, that's never mind. I remembered the story because it was him just being like his whole career, right? His whole journey.
Yeah. Should I just give a brief overview? Because now, in case someone's never listened to the show before, now we sound crazy.
That's true. Now we are monsters in a line, forcing people to hear our half stories. That's a fair point. And I did that. I'll take the blame for that one.
So basically, to make a long story short, especially if you've heard before, my friend was in an open call, and then there was someone that was behind him in line, and they just kept doing this thing that people do when they want you to talk to them, where they were like, yep. Whoo, yep. And then he just didn't want to engage because those people that do that are like, they haven't built up the skills to just talk to you. So they're trying to talk to you without talking to you, so that they lose nothing if you ignore them, but they gain something if you pay attention to them.
Well, it's because they want to talk at you. Mm-hmm. They're not interested in having a conversation with you. Mm-hmm. That's the main difference. They want you to go, "What's up, dude?" And then you can go, "Blah."
And by the way, I'm not saying anyone who has an outburst, because life is life. We're going to have outbursts. I'm not talking about anyone who's ever had an outburst. I'm saying someone who specifically fields the room for like, yep, and then just tries to make eye contact with somebody to see if they'll, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, he keeps going, yep. Finally, my friend, because he's in an hours long line. And so finally he turns around. He's like, oh, what's going on? And the next thing the guy says is, yep, I had to suck a lot of dicks to get where I am today.
Yeah, that's right.
And my friend was like, wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't suck any, and I'm literally in line in front of you. You know?
I think I'd just be like, name all the dicks right now.
Because what's a lot?
Yeah, I don't know.
But that type of person is someone who I avoid. And then someone who's also, okay, one time when I worked at Trader Joe's, this is so wild, because I also avoid people who are openly angry in a way that is, it's one thing if I watch something happen to them and they're angry, right? So like if I watch someone get kicked out of a place or something and they're angry about it, I know why you're angry, I think. So now if you happen to look at me or engage with me, I can talk to you, right?
Right, yeah.
When I have no idea what you're upset about and I don't know you, I also steer clear. Because one time, back when I was working,
you're a potential threat to my day now.
Yeah, because I was working at Trader Joe's, right?
Yeah.
And this is the Trader Joe's in New York. So I'd been in New York for like maybe 3 months. So I just moved here, right? Mm-hmm. This guy is in the fresh produce area, but I call it the fruit aisle just to like keep it clear, right?
Right.
So he was pulling one of the plastic bags that you pull when you want to put a bunch of apples in it or just a bunch of the loose fruits together. He was pulling one of those, and the little seam that's supposed to catch the clip to break, it must have missed, so he pulled way too much, right?
Okay.
This is where
we've all been there. This is very common thing.
Yeah, this is where things go off the rails. So then,
like everything I've said up till now, normal.
Yeah, like you've said, this happens to everybody, right?
Happens to everybody. It's very common.
This dude pulls.
Happened to me the other day.
The rest of his arm comes down from him pulling, and he loses his mind. Okay.
Oh.
This dude
just got fired.
Yeah. This
dude, something happened before the store.
It was to the point where I was wondering if he worked at Trader Joe's and then got fired the day before, and I just never met him. That's how mad he got. So he pulls it, right?
Yeah.
As he's pulling, his arm goes down the rest of the way. So now he's got like 9 bags that he's pulled. Okay. And
he's like, I don't want this many lemons.
And then he drops the end one and then just tries again and then pulls another bunch instead of just breaking the one that he had in his hand. But now,
how is that the solution?
I have no idea, but you don't think clearly when you're angry because he's visibly angry now, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so then he pulls again, and now there's like at least 20 bags that have been pulled out of this roll, and there's bags that are like there's bags that are like on the floor now, all still connected, like a whole roll of toilet paper unrolled, right? Yeah. And so it's just these green bags. And so now, instead of trying to pull again or break any of them, he just punches an orange. Okay? This dude punches an orange. And I think that once you break the seal on your personal level of anger, I thought
you were going to say on an orange.
No. Yeah, when you break the seal on an orange, all hell breaks loose.
There's no turning back.
Once you break the seal on, just your level of anger, I think a lot of people, that's where you find out who someone is, because I think a lot of people either decide, hey, this is where I should check myself, or I'm too far gone and I'm just going to hit the gas.
Yeah.
In a fight, in an argument, there's a level, there's a ceiling that people have. And once you go past that, that's who you find out who's like, quote unquote, crazy, who you find out is like a fighter, who you find out is a crier, like all that stuff. Because that's the moment where you realize you're angry and you either start to see red or you start to calm down, right?
Well, yeah, the emotion takes over, and you're in like a free fall now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so this dude punches the orange, and I think for him, clearly punching oranges is cracking the ceiling, because then this dude still with the green bag string in his hand, the strip of green bags, just keeps punching oranges, right? And so then he starts screaming. He's like, oh, like, and it's not a scream that's like to get attention. It's a guttural low scream, right? Like he's essentially just being like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Punching
The noise of a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Punching oranges, orange juice going, right? Like this dude is getting orange juice all over his face. And I've never been so scared of orange juice, because he had just enough of it on his face to look like blood. Like,
right.
like you knew if he had been punching a person, his face would just be covered, right?
Yeah.
And then
I want a glass of fresh punched orange juice, please.
And then so he must have punched like 8 oranges, right? And they're layered on the on these like little cabinets, because the display is wooden. So it's not like he's punching a stack of oranges like you'd see at Walmart that are tilted. He's punching like a stack of oranges that are on this wooden cabinet, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why he's making so much juice, is because there's nowhere for the oranges to go.
There's no escape for these oranges.
There's no escape for these oranges. So anyway, after he punches the 8th orange, he tries to storm off. And as he's like turning around, in his punching, he's just got the bags wrapped around his arm. Oh. So now he tries to walk away, and he's just pulling more rolled bags like toilet paper.
Oh no.
And that dude walked out of the store with like maybe 100 bags trailing him.
That's all you can do, I think. You can't finish shopping. You can't just...
That dude left sticky.
Yeah. I was going to say, now he's sticky and covered in plastic. But yeah, you can't do that and then just look down at your list, cross off oranges, and then move on to the next thing.
It'd be so funny if he didn't want oranges. He just want plums. But then... bow, 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 bow.
Like, and I get it too. When you're angry, you don't think clearly. You just get frustrated. But like, just tear the bags, dude. Like, just at any point, tear the bags. Even if you got a couple, and I know you don't need a couple, but don't just keep pulling. Where's he thinking like, oh, this is just one really long bag? Like, what did he think was happening?
I would have loved to have a conversation with him or be in his head, because... I
mean, be in his head. You don't want to talk to him.
Because, well, no, just later in life. Like today. This was years ago. So I think I could talk about... I think maybe he's over it by now, right? Yeah. And I'd love to like... Because you know how...
Or he's still serving time for it.
Yeah, I'd hate to be the person who ran into him on the street and just be like, hey, buddy, are you all right? And he just starts swinging, right? You can't tell why his punches are so tasty, you know?
Why are your fists so sweet?
Yeah, this dude assault is delicious. He'd have beat the hell out of you, and you're like, what was a little hint of Florida.
Such citrusy violence. I can tell I'm being hurt, but I think I'm also getting vitamins.
Yeah. At least this dude smells good, right?
Yeah, he punched a cold right out of me.
Emergency be damned. And so I just wonder if in his head, because you know how sometimes when you're mad about something, and especially if you spiral, right? Like I've had conversations with friends and family who get upset about something and they just start listing what else they're upset about as if the two things have anything to do with each other, right? Mm-hmm. And I would love if in the middle, like he had a breakup And in the middle of his head, he was just like thinking and like trying to get a plum or an orange or whatever he needed. And then he pulled, and they were all connected. They didn't tear for him. And he was like, "She's up to it again. She's up to it again." He tries to pull again, and then he just starts swinging at oranges.
Yeah, I mean, because I haven't been to that level, but I've had my times of going through rough times, and it's one thing, and it's always an insignificant thing that will just break you, and then it does just become everything in your head of like, and then this, and then also this, and this, and there's nothing you can do. And so sometimes you gotta punch some fruit. You just gotta wreak havoc in a produce aisle. So I get it. I get where he's coming from. I've never done that specifically.
Yeah.
But what a tantrum to have. Because did anyone stop him, like even on the way out, or everyone was just like, just let him go? You never know.
Yeah,
sometimes security, like, I'll get involved in this,
Yeah. I'll tell you in a second. But no one stopped him.
Okay.
Because it was also such a... What's that movie with that guy that just goes on a shooting spree? Suburban guy. It's like a classic.
Falling Down, the Michael Douglas movie, Falling Down.
It might be Falling Down, but it was A Something Man. It was A Something Man.
A Something Man.
Trying to think of who it was.
When was it? Yeah.
It was like a 90s movie.
A Desperate Man, or I don't know.
Maybe a Desperate Man. Anyway, he just had the
that's
vibes.
The title I just made up, I think.
He had the vibes of if you spoke to him. First of all, he had the vibes of someone who was coming back, and if you spoke to him, he would remember. That's why nobody stopped him.
Yeah. Well, and I will say, I said that and then realized I forgot, like, store security in New York is a lot different than around here.
Yeah.
Where, like, store security in New York is like they are just trying to get through their day.
Yeah.
Whereas around here, a lot of store security kind of act like they're cops.
Yeah,
it's like,
I could see that.
All right.
Especially if you have to deal with very little at a time. I could see you, just for the sake of your own sanity, trying to involve yourself or trying to
absolutely. I remember when I worked at Target in college, and there was a couple of young security guys, and every now and then they'd like pull me off a register to go tail somebody, like just to see if they're gonna steal some chips. Like it was, but then they were never actually good at stopping like the real people trying to actually like steal money from the store. They were never good at that, but they'd want you to go follow somebody around.
So one of my favorite, this was leading into the thing I was saying, I'll tell you in a second. I have loved the security at almost every job that I've had because, especially in New York, security, like you said, they're just trying to get through their day. So they really don't even step in unless you are actively being stabbed.
God, no.
Right? And even then, they're trying to sneak up on the person because they don't get adequately equipped to handle what's happening, right?
Not at all. They want to get through their day, have to write a few things down that they're supposed to write down, and then leave.
And so
they don't have these Paul Blart dreams.
Yeah, like this is my thing. Okay, one of my favorites was when I was in Chicago, and remember I worked at the other grocery store, right? And
we're calling it the other grocery store now.
I feel like if I name one per episode, it's not as bad.
Oh, you just don't like saying them both?
I don't like saying them both because they're under the same umbrella.
Wait, are they owned by the same like parent company?
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So now I know that Trader Joe's and a mystery grocery store are owned by the same parent company.
Anyway, when I worked there was this one time. This shouldn't be as funny to me as it is. So
that could be the name of this fucking show.
Yeah, listeners, forgive me now. But there was a guy that was in the store wilding, right? Like truly wilding out. And as this dude was freaking out, um, somebody started screaming, like one of the customers started screaming, "Hey, go do something," because this dude is like, I don't even know how to describe it. He was truly just like freaking out. He wasn't even stealing because he was still in the store.
Right.
It's not stealing till you leave. And basically he starts like popping off, screaming at people, running around, everything, right? And the security, that the company that we worked with was a company that clearly must have just had some overall contract, because at every store it was the same uniform, right? And
well, they were a costume shop that had to pivot.
Yeah, there we go. Because
no one's renting our uniforms anymore.
Everybody that they sent except for everybody that they sent except for one guy couldn't fight and looked like they couldn't fight, right? And so there was this woman who was clearly like in her 60s, and she was a little frail as well. And she was
working security
for the grocery store, right? And so,
I'm not saying that 6-year-old women aren't strong, but they shouldn't have to do that.
They shouldn't have to be strong.
They shouldn't have to be strong for security.
For security, come on.
Yeah.
So then, basically, this dude's wilding out, and then and then it got to a point where customers were yelling at us and the security, like, "Hey, do something!" Like. Because it's like this person is clearly they're not even like having necessarily a violent outburst, but they are running around and screaming and like swinging. So they're not trying to hit anyone, but they're just like, they're not with us right now, right?
Yeah,
is the best way to put it.
They're fighting a war in Narnia.
Yeah. And so
they're not here.
And so then everyone was screaming for, this person to do something, right? And so she like, that's the moment. And it's funny because every single one of these guards that I worked with had a moment where I made eye contact with them and could tell they didn't want to be security anymore. Like, dude, straight up, like everyone that I'm about to describe to you, even the dude that could fight, I'm telling you right now, I've looked in their eyes while the thing was happening. And then when we made eye contact, they were like, I could have been doing anything else right now. And so then I
should have stuck to painting.
So then she gets off of, I think she might have been sitting on the counter or something, and then she's like goes to run to, I guess, do something about this, right? And I don't even know, like, I don't even know if they gave them anything. I don't think they had anything. I don't think they had pepper spray. They may have had a flashlight. Like, I really don't think they had anything on them to, like...
I think they usually just give them a walkie-talkie, I think is usually what...
And so she goes to run, and as she goes to run, she steps on her own shoelaces, right? And so she stepped on her own shoelace. She fell, and she fell sideways. And so I know she hurt her hip, right?
Of course.
And so now we're at a stalemate because it's like you as an employee aren't supposed to do anything. That's why they hired the security, And in certain situations, especially if it calls for violence, you could get fired even if you were in the right.
Yeah, yeah.
And so now I'm really between a rock and a hard place because any minute, this dude's gonna be over here. And in my head, I'm like, I know he's gonna come to my register, right? I had already played out the scenario in my head. This dude was going to come to my register and he was going to slap me in my face. Right?
You're the magnet for this stuff. Of course.
And so I'm like,
it's going to happen.
And so I'm like, oh no, I'm really going to get hurt. Like, bro, I was really sitting there like, man, this is gonna like he probably gonna rear back too. Like,
yeah, that is pretty demeaning to be sitting behind a cash register just thinking I'm about to get my ass kicked.
And the worst part is I knew this dude was too out of it to actually rob me. You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
Like I'm rigging people up as well because people are running to the register, clearly just trying to get out as fast as they can. So I'm rigging people up fast. Like I was already a fast cashier.
Yeah.
But I'm going extra fast. Like I'm not even sure if everything's scanned. I'm just sliding stuff over. And so, because also in my head, I was like, if we can get everybody out of the store, this problem might like solve itself. I don't know why I thought that, but I just thought like, okay, this person is clearly lashing out around a bunch of people, but if there's not a bunch of people, maybe he'll calm down or something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm bringing people up as fast as I can, and then there's even. Once again, like I said, shouldn't be as funny to me as it is. But she's still on the ground. So no one's actually like helped her up yet. And then there's a guy who walks in, just a regular customer, walks in, sees her on the ground, sees us like ringing people up as fast as we can. And then I like look over my shoulder at him and he just turned around and walked out.
Oh, yeah, because that looks like a robbery.
Yeah. It's 18 people that only want to rob for food.
Yep.
They knock down the security guard and they're paying with credit.
Yeah, a weirdly violent but also cordial mob.
Yeah.
Is coming through here.
And so I'm scanning as fast as I can. And then and this dude, I can hear him getting closer and I don't know what aisle he's on, right? Like I don't know if he's 2 aisles down and he's really loud or if he's 1 aisle down and less loud. But like I can't see him, but I can hear him. And so did I already tell you about this, by the way?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember this one.
And so then I'm like, I look over. That's how I know she's still on the ground. Because at first I thought I heard her fall, but I was too scared to like look behind me. I just started ringing people up fast, like. And then I turn my head and I see that she's falling, and she's like, she says, "Help me," and I'm like, "Oh no, we're doomed! Like we're actually doomed right now."
That's your security. Your security fell down and she can't get up.
And so then I'm ringing people up. I finish a transaction and I'm like looking at the customer, I'm looking at her, and then I jump up and I like help her up, and it's like definitely nothing heroic. I'm literally just helping her get back to her feet. I'm not like picking her up or anything.
Yeah. And you're helping her up to throw her to the lions too.
Hey, you got to do what you do to live, you know?
You got the badge, lady. That's on you.
And so then I run back over to the register. There's only one more customer. I close my gate as if that's going to do anything. Like, you know,
like he'll get there and be like, "Oh, okay."
You know the little gate they give you at the register?
Yeah.
So I close my little gate. And I put the closed divider on.
And then if I stand real still, he won't see me.
Yeah. If nothing beeps, he won't move, right? And now I can hear a couple things falling, so I know he's getting close, right? And then this dude finally gets to the registers in general. Luckily doesn't come near mine at all. Runs like knocks a bunch of people out of the way to run past them as they're checking out. Mm-hmm. Runs past the security guard. Does a cartwheel and is out.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. Did you say he did a cartwheel and then he left?
Yeah, this dude did a cart. So he was already pushing people out of the way to run out of the store, and then he did a cartwheel and then he left.
Like my brain needed a second. Because honestly, once you said cartwheel, the whole sentence like fell apart in my brain. I'm like, there's no way he said he did a cartwheel and left.
Dude, bro, when I tell you that this lady busted her hip for nothing.
Well, sounds like she didn't stand a chance anyway. He was going to be flipping around her or something.
Yeah.
This man is trained.
This dude did like a truly insane cartwheel.
Yeah.
And by the way, when he was like running past us screaming, he was not making sense.
No.
Like he was like hobble, 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 whatever, right? But then
cartwheel is a powerful exit.
Yeah.
Because it not only does it take some skill and athleticism, but it's so counter to what he was doing.
I mean, is it though? He was running around apparently swinging his arms.
But to see all that and then to see him do a cartwheel on the way out would just make me go like, huh. Like it goes from like, oh no, what's gonna happen, to be like, well, now that was interesting. It's a weird reset, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It erases some of the crazy from before.
Yeah.
And that's the power of gymnastics, everybody. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it was wild.
More people need to cartwheel after robbing places.
I don't think he took anything.
No, he did. He clearly didn't.
Yeah. He did some damage. He definitely
fucked up some cereal.
Yeah, he definitely stole some time from the company because I was sweeping up knockoff Cheerios. But yeah.
That's great.
There was one dude that I made friends with that worked security there, and he would tell me he would actually, this was great. If I was closing, he was the best dude to have on the shift because he had figured out some sort of like loophole in his whole system of like, okay, this is what they would do. He had a whole system of like how he was effectively doing security. Okay. Mm-hmm. And he found so many loopholes in his own company manual because the dude was smart. And he was like, you can't have, it said something specific in their manual because they were talking about headphones and earbuds. They were like, you can't have both ears covered. You can't sit. You have to stand. You have to like all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And this dude found a hack around all of it. That dude would have a Bluetooth on because it only covered one ear.
Right. That's what I was thinking. That's the hack for that one.
So he'd listen to a Bluetooth or he'd take phone calls and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And one time I asked him if he was going to get in trouble for taking phone calls during his shift. And he was like, no, because then the people like I guess we don't notice because we're in the store working and you can be in, I think they call them vestibules. But basically there were the sliding doors before you enter a place and then the sliding doors when you enter, right?
Yeah.
So he would sometimes hang out in the middle.
The store foyer.
Yeah, like the sort of store foyer.
The stoyer.
Oh, God. Okay. So then...
I was happy with that one, but all right.
So then he
like stoyer.
And so basically he would hang out there. So then we never saw him on his Bluetooth. And he was like, if the people walking in see me on it, they just think I'm crazy, which will be even more incentive for them to not pull anything, right? Because he would always like... he would always stand with his Bluetooth side covered. And so he's like, hey, if I'm having a spirited debate with one of my friends and I look a little crazy, that's better for me, you know?
People are going to want me less.
Yeah. And this dude was so funny. And he would tell me the stories of like working at, that security job because they would get assignments for which stores they were going to and all that stuff. And this dude was telling me about other security guards who had quit. And he told me that he was like splitting time between our store and another store. Mm-hmm. And so he had made friends with some of the security that also worked that store. And one day this dude, Steven, right? He had made friends with Steven. Steven had been working there for more than a week, okay?
I was about to be Steven Wright. I love that guy.
Wow.
Just having fun podcasting with my friend. I don't know why he gets so upset with me for just having a good time with my buddy Josh. But
so basically, he had made friends with Steven. And then he came in one day and was like, man, I haven't seen Steven in a while. And they were like, oh, yeah, he quit. And he was asking like, oh, did he get in like a huff over his paycheck or whatever? Because it's like he seemed to have quit abruptly. And then he said that his boss was telling him that Steve was working a store and mid-robbery he quit.
Mid-robbery?
Yeah, so that they were getting robbed, right? And maybe, I don't know if the people hadn't seen him yet. I don't know what happened, but he was like, he walked off the job while the place was being robbed. When they needed security the most, he was like, not me.
Like getting robbed at gunpoint?
I don't know. They just said robbed.
Oh, God,
Isn't that wild? That dude, in the middle of a robbery, he was like, I don't have to be security. Like, I could do something else with my life.
This ain't a real badge.
Hey, I'm just a dude in a sweater. All right.
Yeah. Wow.
Look, if you shoot me, you be shooting a customer. Okay.
But honestly, in that situation, I think that's the best time to quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what are you going to do?
Y'all didn't give me a gun.
You didn't give me a gun. I just needed a job, and you needed someone to be here saying their security. Most of the training you tell us is to not actually get involved, but to just call the police.
Yeah. Yeah.
Robbery's the perfect time to say, oh, okay. There's really nothing for me to do here.
Yeah. And so that dude quit. My concern with quitting mid-robbery is that people are going to think I was in on it. Like,
oh, that's a good point. I hadn't considered that angle. Yeah,
but everyone
looks at the footage, and the second it starts, you leave. They're gonna be like, "Well, now that seems like an inside man."
But clearly not. He's an outside man. As soon as somebody pulled a gun, that dude was gone. Oh man, I think that's probably what cleared him. Is that it was like, oh yeah, he clearly left in fear.
He ran so far away from the store.
Yeah, you catch him on another security camera a mile away, just breathing heavy, holding his back because he heard it.
Yeah, the footage in the store is him turning around and being startled and going, oh, and then running out. And they're like, yeah, he didn't help.
Oh man! And then there was one dude who was kind of like the guys you're describing, where he started working there and he was hella gung ho. And my buddy that I worked with, the security guard I worked with, that was telling me all these stories, was like, this dude. He told me this when the dude started. He was like, this dude gonna get himself shot.
No, that's the energy those guys have. Like, oh, you're gonna stick your nose into something you just shouldn't.
And so then this dude was running, right? Was running after a guy, but still in the store. So he hadn't chased him out of the store, right? Yeah. And the guy was trying to put stuff in his jacket and then run. And so he ran at that dude and they collided and they both got hurt. Like,
yeah.
Because he went to tackle him and I think he thought he was going to have like a true football sack, right? Like, I think he thought he was going to lay this dude out. But clearly he didn't get the angle right, because then they both really just leaned into each other and tackled each other.
Yeah. He thought he was going to do like a cool, like, you know, like Lethal Weapon, like hip toss as he's running by, you know, catch him, have him pinned down. You're under arrest, punk. But instead he was just in the way.
Yeah. Instead, he needed time off because that dude hurt his collarbone.
Man, you hope that at least get you a raise or a bonus for getting hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, it was a bad tackle, because whenever stuff like this happens, at least this is what he was saying, when stuff like that happens, they pull the footage. And so he's like, I love when something happens at somebody else's shift, because it's just me. It's like me watching a version of Cops, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so he said,
pass that around at the holiday party.
In the tackle, as they were coming at each other, you can tell the angle is gonna be bad because because the security guard was going to, like, you know how in wrestling and all that stuff is like you're trying to break their center of gravity and everything?
Yeah.
But that dude was already leaning forward. So he's going to try to grab thighs or a knee that he doesn't need to grab because the dude's already leaning forward because he's not paying attention and he's running so fast he's leaning forward as he's running, right?
Yeah.
And so then that guy goes, like, as he's going in, you can see the point of contact where he went from trying to tackle somebody to somebody who was actively getting knocked out. Like,
yep.
because they came in at an angle on each other and they both never got up. Like,
well, then he stopped the robbery.
he stopped the robbery and there's just Skittles everywhere. Because it wasn't like the dude was running out with a fistful of cash. He had, like, he was grabbing a bunch of candy and then trying to run. And this dude, bow.
Oh, that's all it was, too, was just candy and sprinting out the door?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't got to tackle anybody for that.
Yeah.
Just mark the footage. Call the cops. Don't break your clavicle for some fucking Rolos.
This dude got floored.
That's great. Yeah, I've never seen like a full on security altercation like that because all the ones I've seen are usually either like the buzzer goes off and security walks up, they're like, "Nah, you're good," or something's going down and security does not want to be a part of it.
There was one where this is like, all right, we may have to cut this. This may actually not be funny, but apparently there was one that
it ends in 7 deaths.
There was one where he said this guy rolled up to the store that his friend was working and just walked up to his friend and was like, "Hey, do you remember me?" And then just immediately start whooping his ass, right? So there's no backstory, there's no context, anything. But he said he saw it because he was that dude's shift change, right? So then the security guards get a break, like we would get a break. But then that dude, his shift change was showing up, and his shift change was showing up. Obviously, like he's not going to take his lunch right before. And so he said he walked in, and as he walked in was that dude trying to get away. So like as he walked in, this guy is being held from the back of his shirt by the guy who walked in and was like, "Do you remember me?" So he said when the doors opened and he was going into the store, he just saw his friend going, "Ah!" Like,
and the friend was a security guard too?
The friend was a security guard too.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
That make it hard to go back to that store when you just see the security guards getting dragged back in the store to get beat up.
Yeah.
That
dude walked into the store,
place.
walked up to the security guard and was like, "Do you remember me?" And then just started swinging.
Imagine walking up to a grocery store, and as you're getting like right up to the front doors, they open and a security guard falls out and it goes, "No!" It gets dragged back in.
Imagine you going to a grocery store and knowing you don't want any apples, you don't want any oranges, you don't want any frozen foods. The only thing on your shopping list is revenge. You roll up in the store, you're like, somebody gonna get it today. I know his shift. I know when he gets off. Because that's the other thing, too. That's the other thing that went into the planning. That person knew when he got off.
Yeah.
So he knew if I don't catch him in the store, I'm going to catch him coming out the store.
Wow. And I know this isn't the case because we've covered that. These are different stores. I do like to then think of all of this happening in one just incredibly violent Trader Joe's. Just you walk in and there's people fighting, security guards on the ground. There's a guy just punching oranges.
No, I don't even think we had a security guard at the Trader Joe's that I went to.
Well, clearly not. No one was protecting those oranges.
Yeah. No, there was
there
was a security at the
rind.
Trader Joe's in New York. I don't think the Chicago one had one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen security
Yeah.
at Trader Joe's.
But the other grocery store had shifts of security.
The other grocery store, which will remain nameless for confusing reasons.
It is weird that I'm
have
not.
people name check it in emails to us.
Yeah. I've mentioned it in other episodes. But yeah, there's just something about both of them makes me feel like I'm divulging too much. Because I've technically said I won't share company secrets for 2 companies now. And all I've done on this podcast is talk about my experience at both.
Well, is that company secrets? I mean, that's technically the public, I'd say.
I don't know. I don't know what they'll be upset about. So
a SWAT team in Hawaiian shirts is going to burst into your apartment. You're giving away company secrets.
Oh man.
What?
Oh no, just last little one. The guy that I told you about that could fight. I got to see him fight one time, and that shit was fire. Okay, so
was it at a grocery store?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So then
I was gonna be in either way, but even funnier.
So then there was a guy that charged at him. I don't know if he had anything like on him, but this dude charged at him, and he just stuck his foot up and 300. This is Sparta, that guy. This dude charged at him, and he kicked that dude so hard, and when the dude fell, the only noise that dude was making, he went. Wait, I'm trying to do it without laughing. He went. He went. Because he got the wind knocked out of him, and then he hit the ground. And he just sat there for a second. So he was even making the noise when he sat back up. Because of course he made the noise on impact, but then he sat up, and while he was catching his breath, he was like, "Ugh."
That's the best too, though, when someone who you know knows how to fight still does a very unpredictable move.
Yeah, because he didn't try
to go for that.
He didn't even try to stop him. He literally was like, "You could have some foot."
Yeah.
When I tell you that it wasn't even a kick, he stopped him like the ground was actually a wall. Like he stopped that dude like his foot was supposed to go there.
Yeah, he full on like Undertaker big booted him.
Yeah,
just put the foot up and stopped him. And that's not supposed to work in real life.
And you know that there's at least a millisecond where he's reared back, but he's like, because I'm not a fighter, but I'm just saying that this is probably what was going through that person's mind. You're charging at someone, and then you see them take a slight stance on you. So you think maybe they're going to punch, maybe they're going to whatever. So you really dig your heels into running at them harder. And then you see their hips sort of switch. And then as their hips are switching, their foot comes up. There has to be at least a millisecond right before you get kicked where you realize you're going to get kicked and you can't stop yourself from running into the foot.
Oh, for sure. I out in the world, you're rarely expecting kick to the chest to be move one.
Yeah.
You know, you're not expecting that. And yeah, momentum wise, you just have to knowingly get kicked at a point.
It was wild.
That's great.
I loved it. I was like, man.
No, that'd be the shit. Are you kidding me?
I was smiling. I was like, that made my whole day. I remember somebody being rude after that, and I was just like, hey, don't make me call my boy. Like, you just saw a random dude get kicked in the chest. I don't know if this is where you want to be giving lip.
I'm all fired and ready to this is Sparta everyone in here.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, hey, man. You want to open up the mailbag?
Yeah.
So, are you ready for the latest update to the foot fetish date scenario?
Yes, please.
Okay, so quick recap previously on the Josh Johnson Show mailbag. But we've had 2 updates from Anna, who went on a date with someone who was so into feet that he tried to slink down out of his chair to take her shoe off, and then I believe smelled the shoe. And people noticed, and then I believe the follow-up update was that didn't he trip somebody, or I can't remember exactly what happened, but she ended up going on the date with the server from that, because she likes every email ends with Anna just saying like, oh, and then here's another new crazy story.
Yeah.
In a sentence, and that won't haunt you.
Mm-hmm.
So the last update was, I went on a date with the server who helped me out in that foot fetish date. And so we said, we got to know more about that. So this is the latest update. This is from episode 99. Hey guys, the snow cone story blew me away. Hilarious and cute. Avatar blue. The positive way you guys are interacting with each other is so nice. Well, thank you. That's just nice. You guys seem to be getting along. Okay. So the story kind of splits up into 2 parallel long events. One part evolves the gentleman. Yes, he was not just going away. And the second part is regarding the server. So we're getting a follow-up on the foot fetishist and the server. In this email, I will tell you the story of the date with the server. The server and I went on a first date a week later. So I love this too. I think they're already teasing a different story.
Yeah.
Up top.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this one. Just know there's another tangent. The server and I went on a first date a week later, and we ended up having a few more until we actually addressed, quote, the elephant. Now, I'm assuming this is about the foot guy.
Yeah, the elephant in the shoe.
Hey, see, look who's getting into puns now. Come on. You had one earlier?
Yeah.
You little rascal. But eventually we got to it. That's got to be, come on. You start with that.
That's someone who really likes you that doesn't want to mess it up by bringing up the most obvious thing too soon.
I mean, it'd be great, though, if you were just like, so, your feet seem dope. That guy was all up in them. Seated at a completely different restaurant with a more relaxed atmosphere and dimmed light with window seats, the aura of calm assertiveness around this Idris Elba-looking man, yes, he was gorgeous, changes to be unsettled and eager. First off, marry him. I'm jealous. I want to be on a date with him. He's chivalrous and looks like Idris Elba. Yeah. And he says, you know you have to, right? I was glad the light was dim because I blushed. Not sure how to start. I just blurted out, well, how much did you see? He laughed and he told me the following. As the gentleman had been sliding to the floor to grab my feet, a lady in her 70s, sitting fairly close, had rushed out to get a server, telling them that that we had been, quote, sexing. Her words, not mine, and had to be taken care of. They're over there sexing. The server was curious about the sexing thing, though skeptical, but at a glance, he saw my disgusted face and the back of a gentleman as I kicked him in the forehead. That's right, she kicked him in the face. I forgot that. He grabbed our starters and quickly headed our way. Well, he brought the appetizers. That's good. He could tell by my facial expression, the gentleman on the floor with the shoe rubbing his forehead, that there was no, quote, sexing going on, and I was too uncomfortable with this man. He decided to let me go and delayed the gentleman by kind of by kind of punishing him by stepping on his hand. He's being punished by feet. He's being punished by the thing he loves now.
Yeah.
I thanked him and apologized for the broken glasses. Well, he said, I got the money from that man, but what I didn't get was an explanation of why he was on the floor. He winked at me and continued. But the kid did, parentheses, the son of the family sitting next to me and the gentleman. But that kid said that the gentleman really liked feet so much he had to sniff her shoe. So the kid gets it. Now the server is laughing so hard that he thrust his body backwards so forcefully that the chair is tipping backward, and as it reaches the wall behind him, it slowly slides down to the floor. Anna. Instinctively, I reached out and grabbed his wrist to prevent him from going down all the way to the floor, but by doing so, I, being a small woman, was pulled across the mid-sized table and landed on my tummy. Glass and utensils flew all over as I got the wind knocked out of me by the edge of the table. All the people seated next to us burst out laughing. What to do now? Not again. I'm blushing again, feeling ridiculous, small, and somewhat having flashbacks of the date with the gentleman. The seconds it took for the nice couple next to us to take pity on us and help us get up and be seated again seemed like forever. When everybody was settled, we both felt awkward, but laughed it off and decided to continue with the date. I mean, what else can go wrong, right? And then the next picture is just a burning building, is all it says.
Turns out this guy's into hands.
At this point, a woman comes up to us, lays a hand on the server's shoulder, and leans in towards his ear and whispers something I couldn't hear. Still chuckling, he says to the woman to bring in the wine, new glasses, and whatnot. To me, he says, "Feet, huh? I'm impressed by your kick." He pauses, scratches his cheek, continues, "Are you gray?" For a couple of seconds, I was confused. Gray as in dull and boring? It dawned on me, dropping my jaw. The server thought I was a BDSM domina, it says here.
Wow. Okay.
Is that a term? I don't know that term, gray.
I don't know that term either, but I'm sure we'll learn more if we keep reading.
So are you? I couldn't make out his facial expression at all. Was he serious? The woman comes back with the wine and stuff, pours some for the server first, and accidentally, quote, spills some on my dress after pouring into my glass and leaves pretending not to notice. What the hell is going on here? The woman pissed me off, but I was not going to let her ruin my date. If anyone would, it would be me. I gulped some wine and told the server the full story as I have to you. But the outcome was not as expected. He leans forward and says, "But you commanded me to call you." I'm totally dumbfounded, and as I was going to answer him, a loud pounding on the restaurant window interrupted me. Yeah, with his nose pressed against the window, there he was, the gentleman. "I found you," he yells, and heads for the entrance of the restaurant. What the actual fuck? Take care and stay cool. I'm starting to wonder if we're getting played a little bit by Anna. I'm wondering a little bit.
That is so wild, though.
If all that is true, and also, that's another fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Which is what's making me wonder if we're getting played, because it seems a little too perfect.
I mean, I guess, no, I can see how, though, if you know the full story, how you can piecemeal it out to be like, here's some of it,
Yes.
just enough of it.
Right. No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But then to keep just...
I feel like we would, like, this is my thing. If something went wrong with that guy, but then Anna went on a date with the other server, I'd be like, oh, wow, okay. But right now, we're still in a territory that I believe that all this happened.
Oh no, I do believe it too. It is just like it's starting to feel like a short story collection, like from an old magazine, you know. It's like each week there's a new segment of it.
Yeah.
You commanded me.
But you commanded me. Wow.
Wild. Wild.
All I can say is thank you all so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show.
That's it. We're just ending on that. That's how we're going.
Great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch
I'm dealing
up with
so
us
much right now
on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram,
just
TikTok,
one fetishist
YouTube,
to another in a row.
We're also going to be putting, clips on YouTube, and you can also find me on at Josh Johnson. And if you're looking for Logan,
it means it was the kick that turned him on. It means he liked seeing that guy get kicked in the face. You can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag and just take up too much of my time connecting things with yarn on my wall, you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We like to read those reviews on the show as well. And if you want some bonus content, like some bonus podcasts, some bonus video stuff, or not live replays, because that doesn't make sense, but replays of virtual live shows that we've done, you can go on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. And there's a bunch of silly stuff there. Anything else we need to plug?
Richmond?
Oh, Richmond, Virginia next week. We'll both be there. Minneapolis coming up in November. Check out all the links below, wherever. If you're listening, read that. The information it gives you, it's all in there. If you're on YouTube, look where I'm pointing. Down. It's down there.
We command you. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification, because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I think I'm just at this point where I'm fed up with a lot of things. Like I think that I don't think I'm crazy. I don't think that I'm a crazy person.
It's great that you're saying this in kind of a whisper, too.
No, but like...
Hey, listen. I don't think I'm crazy, okay? I don't think I'm crazy. No one can tell me that I'm crazy.
So basically, kind of off the cusp of what we talked about before on the Patreon and stuff like that, I've been going to the gym, and I've seen increasingly, there's just a wave. There's an epidemic in this country at this moment of people...
Two, I think.
Of people who genuinely want to be bigger people than they are. Like, I know my body size. I know my body type. I know that the best thing that I can do is gain about 10 pounds. I gain about 10 pounds, of muscle, and I hold it for the rest of my life. I'm doing really well, because I'm not a tall enough guy to be a big guy. That's not who I am.
Right.
I'm not a huge man.
Okay.
So I don't lift like a huge man would lift. I don't try to pick up 300, pounds and put it on my chest or lift it with my legs or move it at all. If I see 300 pounds, I leave it alone. I've been very good at leaving 300 pounds alone my entire life. My entire life, I've seen 300 pounds worth of stuff and I haven't touched it.
This whole rant has the energy of someone called you small yesterday.
No.
Someone just like, oh, you're little. And you've been like, listen, I don't need to lift those big weights, okay? Doesn't matter, okay? I don't need to. I know I'm not big. I don't need it. I'm comfortable with me. I don't need to lift it. You get out of here.
Everything that you said is true except for somebody calling me small. I'm very comfortable in my body. I know who I am. I like who I am. And I don't need to lift ridiculous amounts of weight just to prove something. Like, honestly, when you lift like that, all you're doing is practicing pushing people away in your life. That's all you're getting stronger for.
Jesus.
That if you are pushing 500 pounds, I bet you could push a sibling away.
Well, so now I want to be clear now too. Are you against anyone just trying to get bigger that way, or are you mainly just coming down on the people who clearly are trying, but they're skipping too many steps?
I'm coming down on people who lift wrong. There's a lot of people out here that are like, if I moved it an inch, I did the whole rep, and that's not life.
Yes. Well, that's like when we watched, if you ever watch those videos, we've watched a couple of the gym fail compilation stuff. And yeah, we just did a thing on Patreon about it a little bit. And it's like most of those people who like fall down right away or pass out, it's because like, yeah, your body doesn't want to do that. Your body shut down because you decided to skip from 200 to 300.
So there was this man in the gym. That this is also a very dumb thing to have happen because it's wholly unnecessary because even the gym wasn't equipped for it. Okay. So the gym doesn't have like a trap bar, right? It doesn't have one of those hex bars that you know. So I went to this gym and it's very minimal, right? And this person took the long bar, like the bar for, squatting and bench pressing and everything. And this person, I don't know what his plan was. I really don't. But this is so stupid. And I should have just been recording him. Anyway, so because that
would be the next step of evolution in the show.
Yeah, because now I have to explain a thing that's so dumb. I'm going to sound dumb saying it. So
but that's going to be fun for me. So
what he did was he took the 2 bars that are for squatting or bench pressing, and he put weight on either side of those bars. Then he stood in the middle of each of those bars and tried to pick them both up, like he was standing in a hex bar, which if you don't know what a hex bar is, it's a way for you to deadlift where the bar, instead of being one long strip, it's all around you.
It's a hexagon around you.
Yeah. This man took a bar here and a bar here and put weight on either side of them and then was trying to deadlift them up each.
To explain it, it's as if he took weightlifting bars, but like he put them down like skis.
He put them down like skis, and then
on
he tried
either
to
side
pick it
of
up.
him to reach down to pull them up. And I'm assuming were these like regular length like bench bars?
Yeah, regular length bench bars, which is insane.
Wow.
So then
the confidence that you will be able to balance that perfectly.
So then
with only your wrists,
this dude then stands up. So he does do the rep. I'm not I gotta give him full credit. He did the rep. But what he ends up doing after that is each bar in his hand starts like swinging. Like it starts like swinging one side. That so now he's shifting his weight to try to balance them, which you don't even have to do.
Jesus.
You did the rep. Let it go. You could drop it. It would make a loud noise.
So he did the rep and then he's just holding them now. And then
he did the rep. I think what he was trying to do is do the rep and then shrug it. I think he was trying to stand up and then shrug.
Oh, do a little shrug.
But as he's trying to shrug it, he like knocks him off balance. So now he just looks like the world's worst juggler. Like nothing's leaving his hands, but everything's moving. And people are starting to get concerned. Like, you don't want to get close enough to actually spot him, but you kind of, if he had 2 friends, First of all, if he had had two friends, he wouldn't have done this. But if he had two friends, they could have run up and grabbed the bar and taken each one out of his hand and told him that he was an idiot. But because he doesn't, he's just sort of swinging both bars and then is turning as he swings because now he's truly off balance. Right?
It's like those videos you see of bridges that go crazy, you know?
Yeah, those bridges that
and wobble and they just freak the hell out.
Yeah. So then he's like this, and he starts banging into a couple things like some benches and stuff because the whole area is not wide enough for him to be doing this. And so then he bangs into a couple things, and he finally is like, I should set these down, and you can see just
I should stop.
You can see the strain on his face as he's trying to set them down while they're also uneven. And he just refuses to drop them because I guess that would be in poor taste. And so he finally sets them down. When he stands back up after that, if you want to call it a rep, he is so genuinely lightheaded. Like, bro, I could see it. I was like, this dude wants to pass out. This dude wants to pass out so bad, and if nothing else but the sheer, like a man's ego is an incredibly powerful thing.
For sure.
An ego will give you the strength to lift that, but it will also remind you of how embarrassing it would be to pass out to the point where you force oxygen into your brain so you don't pass out. This dude was wobbling. He wobbled to the water fountain, and then he stayed at the water fountain for quite a while and then just didn't drink any water. This dude is leaning on the water fountain for strength.
Because he knew bending over the rest of the way would take him down. That's where his body would give up
to
actually get to the drink.
Yeah, if I actually stand up from this water fountain, I'll just pass out and bang my head on this water fountain.
Wow. I do wonder sometimes. Like, I don't go to the gym often, so that's why I don't have a lot of gym stories when Josh brings it up. But there is always there's always people. And did this guy too seem like actually kind of in shape too?
No, he was in shape. That's why he didn't need to do that.
And that's always the mind blowing part too. It's always really in shape people. But you see everything they do is a buck wild choice. And like, obviously that's not how you set that up. Don't do it that way.
Don't ever.
Then you're like, how did you avoid injury long enough to get in good shape? It's like, they seem like they got lucky for so long and you're catching the one. Or is that every time? Does this guy feel like he's about to pass out every goddamn time? And in his mind, he's like, man, that's a hell of a workout. One rep makes you want to pass out.
Can you imagine almost passing out and then having to, in your head, go, oh, one.
Day's just getting started.
Yeah.
Set one, rep one down.
I also love the... it was deeply uncomfortable. So, if someone actually listens to this podcast that does CrossFit, I'm sure they'll correct us in some way or fashion. But to my knowledge, and I just call them CrossFit pull-ups because they're wrong, and I've only ever seen people who do CrossFit do them. Okay. Have you seen the pull-up where you're just fully using momentum to get the next rep? So it just looks like you're chest bumping the bar, like you're just riding.
Yeah.
I've literally only ever seen people who I know do CrossFit do it that way. That's just, I don't know if that's how they teach you or if they just don't care and they count those as reps. But basically, I was watching this guy in the gym one time that was doing those. And there's a guy standing on the ground that's trying to use the pull down machine. And he is just catching like whiffs of crotch at every like rub with the bar. He's just like, and it's like he's like truly catching crotch in the ear, like and he's like trying to just do his reps, and you can tell he's just swallowing the anger. He's just like, oh, okay.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know how more people don't just die in gyms, to be honest.
It's such a weird, the concept of a gym is wild because you pay me the money and then you just free range. You can just go. But that doesn't mean you know how to work out. Like,
No, God, no.
I've even said that on stage before. I was like, you just took my money. I haven't graduated any program or anything.
Yeah.
So now I've just given you money to be allowed to hurt myself here.
Nah, you're good. Go in there. Throw around all those big, heavy circles. You got it, bud. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Here's a sticker. Yeah.
And for $25.99, I'll believe in you a little bit extra every month with one of our specialized trainers.
Yep. And I'll be here every week in my polo doing this. Giving a little thumbs up at you. And then once you walk away, I do not want to fucking hear from you again. Once you're in there with the big dangerous stuff, I don't want to hear from you. Get in there. Fuck it up.
My friend in Chicago. Do you remember when I was in Chicago, I was at that Export Fitness?
I remember you talking about it. Yeah.
Okay. So I joined this Export Fitness gym when I lived in Chicago. And it was like, if I had been thinking and if it had been any other time in my life, I wouldn't have done it actually. Like you join that gym and they want all the money up front. There's no monthly plan. At least while I was there was no monthly.
Oh, so like for the year you pay
they want
up front for a yearly
year
cost?
And a half up front.
Damn.
And it's wild. And then their January special, their like promotion that they do is that they'll give you, they say they're giving you like 4 months up to 6 months free. But you're not. That's just what you charge. And you're like if I divide it, I didn't save anything. You know what I mean? Like maybe the promotion goes away, but it probably comes back. So this is just what you charge at this gym. Like don't act like you're doing me some huge favor.
Right.
I said all that to say that when I was there was one guy who would always roast me because he wanted to train me. And so his sales tactic was to just belittle me every time he saw me.
Oh, yeah. You told me about this guy.
Yeah. So he would just roast me hard. He'd just be like, what's that, extra small? Like, just like everything about my shirts, about everything. And I was just like, nah, it's a regular
no,
small.
I'm comfortable with my size. I don't need to be in here lifting this heavy stuff.
Yeah.
So this happened recently, everybody.
And this dude was torn, right? This dude was like Terry Crews levels torn. And he'd just be like, hey, I see you in this gym. I see you moving around. You can move a little weight, but you guessing. Why you guessing? Like he would do that every time. I would come in. I would work out. I would know it was back day, so I would do only my back. And then just for fun, sometimes for cardio, I do the ropes. They have the ropes that you can do. You know, little like shaking the ropes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Shaking the ropes.
Yeah, it's like that. Isn't it a football thing? Don't you guys do that in football a lot?
It's for a lot. I mean, not at my school. We didn't have big ropes, but yeah, where you the big ass ropes you throw around. Rope shaking.
Yeah, do the rope shaking.
Yeah, do that.
And so I would do something like that. And anytime I turned around and I was doing an exercise that was outside the bounds of the body group I was working that day, that dude would I would just see him in the corner and he'd just be shaking his head. It's like it was the most
disappointed in you from afar.
Dude, it was the most flattered but bullied but like it was insane. And it went on for months, dude. It went on for months. This dude, I would come in because I wasn't even coming in every day. There were some.
You gained like a high school athlete dad.
Yeah,
like you gave him, like he was disappointed in you that you weren't living up to the potential.
Yeah, this dude was
to
wild.
Make the team. He expects more of you, Josh.
Yeah, and then he was like, what was he told me one time? He was like, oh man, I saw you in here one time. I saw you doing those tricep extensions. I was scared for your life. I was scared for your life. Okay,
I was scared for your life
because like you couldn't handle that weight. You couldn't handle it, and I thought your little arms were gonna snap in half. This dude is telling me this, and then I was like, "Hey, if you saw me struggling, why didn't you help me?" And he was like, "I almost ran up to spot you, but sometimes." People need to learn.
You need to let a dude die to learn his lesson.
And I was like, why would I want to train with you if I know you almost let me hurt myself? And he was like, but I didn't let you hurt yourself because you didn't hurt yourself. And I'm like, don't act like a guardian angel. Like,
yeah. Don't act like you could tell I was going to get out of it.
Yeah.
If you were worried.
Because
that's how you started this.
Because the time that he's talking about, I couldn't even remember. So it's not like I almost died and he saw me and then he brought it up later. Whatever he's talking about, I was like, are you sure you're even talking about me? Like,
yeah.
Because also,
do all us littles look the same to you?
Yeah. Does everyone under 6 feet, under 200 pounds look the same to you? You know? Which would be hilarious, by the way, is if you're such a big dude, if you walk around looking like Terry Crews and the rest of the world looks like minions to you.
All I see is forehead. I don't know. I can't. Everyone looks the same. Whether
they're 4 foot or they're 5, like 9. You're like, what? Dude, it was truly chaos. This dude he wouldn't follow me around. He would just always be there.
But he'd be watching from across the room.
This dude, and I never really looked out for him that much. Anytime I happened to see him was me looking back. Does that make sense? Like he was never in my field of vision.
Yeah.
He would just be, if I just happened to take a break, like I'm drinking water and I turn around, he's just in the distance in the gym, just like I've never seen someone try to sell me.
He can't even drink hard enough.
There's no one that's ever tried to sell me that hard.
Yeah.
Because he was he told me, he was like, man, I can see you got a little shoulder, you got a little chest. It's just wasted potential.
Yeah. That's a real gym stepdad. That's a real.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, if anything, I can't work out with you now. You know that, right? Like I can't.
Because even now there's too much feeling involved.
This is too intense.
You're already too disappointed in me. I want to at least start a median with someone.
And then
slowly disappoint them over time.
And then it was at that gym. So much happened at that gym because there was a thing where if you open the wrong door, an alarm would sound, and for whatever reason they actually had to clear everybody out of the gym. So if you went out of one of those doors, you'd lose your membership, and it was written on the door. It was written on the door.
You lose your membership even?
You lose your membership.
Wow.
Because because they were only part of that building. And so I guess if you sound that alarm, you end up actually like having them make everyone evacuate that's in the building. I think outside the export.
Just because of that, just because that alarm goes off, they have to, like, by policy, get everyone out.
Because I asked it, because it was written on 5 doors. And I asked one of the guys one day, just one of the guys that worked there, I don't even know if he was a trainer, and I asked him why, and he was like, because once it goes off, it doesn't stop. Like someone has to come, like, I guess you have to put a key in it. I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, and sometimes the fire department's the one that has like that key.
Yeah. And so the worst part about that thing was they're the 5 doors that are like to the sidewalk. They're the most reasonable doors to exit.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I almost did it one time, and I'm surprised I never did it. But I watched a guy do it once, and you could just see his face. Like the color.
Then you lose your membership?
You lose your membership.
Wow.
The color just drains from his face, and he only cracked it, and it went off. And we all had to like walk out, and I just left because I was like, I was almost done anyway. I'll just leave in these clothes. Right. I don't need this bad.
I feel like that's something that, I know it's an emergency exit, so you can't block it, but I feel like you could put like one little yellow tape, caution thing just right across it. Yeah. That would stop people. That stops people. And that you can run through that in an emergency. That's not gonna hold anybody.
Yeah.
If the gym is suddenly fully on fire in the middle, which would be hard to do. Someone was working out so hard they burst into flames. Like that's for that to happen.
One of the best one of the best workouts I saw someone do was there. And it was this guy, it was these two dudes who looked identical. Like one of them spotted me one time, and I guess I let it slip that I thought they were twins or something. And they were like, no, we're just buddies. And it was so funny to me because they looked identical. It was like,
really?
They looked like two Joe Rogans. Like two dudes that couldn't have, because they were both
Dos
bald.
Rogans?
They were both bald, and they both had the shoulders and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, when they would work out, I love to see it. Because at first I thought they were trolling, because this is the beginning of people putting those YouTube videos of them doing weird, annoying workouts.
Oh, yeah. Screaming and shit.
These dudes were not trolling at all. Their workout grunt sounded like an injury. And it couldn't have been funnier. Every rep it was really one guy that did it more than the other guy. But every rep that this guy would do, he would go. He would go. Wait! Don't make me laugh! Stop! Okay, wait.
No one doing anything.
Every rep, he would go. Oh. Every rep, it didn't matter if he was doing chest press. He would be doing chest press. He'd be doing shoulder press. He would be doing like pull-ups, and he would go.
That sounds like you did something that pisses off your dad. Like he looks at, he's like, "Aw, come on,
But
I gotta fix this now."
And the worst part about it was that his form was like impeccable. Like you actually could have made a tutorial video of this dude and just have him going.
Yeah, it's a workout video where they're showing form and they never address the noises that the athlete in the video is making. Because what we're trying to get is, if you look right here, that's the kind of motion we're looking for.
And it was like,
and it's just in the guy's trying to talk over it to camera. He's here, in the background.
Because to me, this I guess what makes me laugh about it so hard is that his level of grunt was obviously based off the level of weight he was doing.
Right.
So when he was doing hard shoulder presses, he was like, "Oh," right? But then when he was doing just we're talking about body squats. He would be like, "Oh." And it was my favorite. I was so excited when they would work out because it was so funny. At first, I thought they were trolling, and by the third time, I was like, "Oh, this is earnest." Like,
they both did it. They both made that noise.
The other guy did it less than the main. The main guy did it the most, and he did it the loudest.
Because it'd be great if they both had the exact same noise, and then they look alike too, and just trading places.
I'm so glad that we're getting good stuff. I have a very bad feeling that my battery's about to die. So
on your camera,
it'll be less for you to edit, but it does mean we may not have a full video episode because I don't know.
Is it giving the battery sign right now, or
it's giving the battery sign? And I charged it, and it wasn't full, but it was on 2 bars, and it's only been 30 minutes. So.
Is it giving you the battery sign, or is it flashing the little red one for the card, meaning it's recording?
No, it's flashing the battery red and white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we'll take it till it goes, but yeah, I'll just keep talking. Because
I'm wondering too, if we want
plenty of good stuff for video. But yeah, so anyway, I love when there's a movement in the gym, or there's just a certain like exertion that's just not regular, you know, because these exercises are not new. There's rarely new equipment, and even when there is, it's new equipment helping you do an old exercise.
Right. Yeah.
So I used to love the guys who came in with the respirators before COVID. Do you remember those dudes who would come in with the oxygen mask?
I mean, I've seen guys in oxygen masks. Josh, I don't go to the gym, bud.
Yeah, but
like,
I just mean
in the time you've known me, you know I don't go to the gym.
Yeah, I just mean if you've seen it in passing, you know. I know you don't go
oxygen tanks. Yeah, I've seen.
No, not oxygen tanks. The little mask.
Oh, like the white mask, or like
kind of like it'll be the mask with the two circles on
like
either side.
Okay, like an old ventilation mask kind of thing.
Yeah, okay, and people would work out in those, and it was always funny to watch because they were trying to mimic working out in altitude, I guess.
Is that the point of that?
I believe so, and it's so funny because it.
Yep, that's your camera turning off.
Yeah.
Well, Josh's camera turned off. We're gonna finish the episode, so hey, something's gonna happen video wise.
That's so funny. Oh, okay. So yeah, no, you would just see a guy in like a respirator or something, and and every once in a while you would see a guy who's like really slowing down. Like this was a bad idea. He should not be doing this. He's not like. It's not that he's not fit. There's just a level of fitness for what you want to do versus where you are.
Right. Yeah.
And he's not at that place where he can run on the treadmill for an hour in that respirator. It's just not happening.
Right.
And so you would see him just like really contemplating his life, but with the mask still on. Like this whole thing probably seems like less of an issue since we've lived in COVID and have watched people have emotions with the mask on. But the first time I ever saw someone have like a full-on breakdown, I was in a mask. I was in a gym, and this dude was just like huffing and puffing, but walking back and forth with his hands on his hips, but refused to take the mask off, but was just like.
And this was pre-COVID, you said?
This is pre-COVID. So my man does look crazy.
Yeah, it's people like that too. Like you look around, we can't all be training for something. We all can't be training for some sort of life-changing journey we're about to go on. It seems like that's what some are trying to do. Of like, I gotta be ready to run a mountain, maybe.
I'll do you one better. Better. Most of us shouldn't be training for anything.
Yeah, that's the flip side of it. Most of us just should not be. Yeah.
because this is the thing. A lot of people mistake what good longevity exercise is. It's very little of it is lifting, actually. You need to be active to the point where you're walking every day, and you need to be moving for yourself when it's necessary. So you going, like, I think that New York keeps people just by virtue of what it takes to live here. I think New York actually does help you stay healthy if you decide to walk instead of Uber and bus everywhere.
Well,
that alone
when I was
is
there,
doing like wonders for you.
When I was there and we talked about how hot it was, I think I lost like 7 pounds just from like purely walking around and sweating my ass off.
Yeah,
and then the agility too, because remember that last day, New York threw a few rats and roaches at me, so maybe kind of have to stay quick.
Yeah, because
honestly,
honestly,
happened twice on the way home. A rat ran through my feet, which is like fine, but it's startling once. Twice, you kind of go like, really?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that thing, oof. When you have to just like get somewhere on foot that you don't even care to be, that really makes you take your time when you're walking. And I think that just that alone is really good exercise.
Even that, dude. That's what I love too about people that live in New York, and you do it a lot, where it's like You're even trying to praise it for something, and you're like, yeah, but then you gotta walk, and you don't even want to be there.
No, yeah,
every statement always has this layer of being like, and also like, what's even the point and why? But New York. This is wildly off topic. I mean, I guess not. It's about staying limber, staying loose. But this might only be interesting to you and not our listeners at all. But Maddie caught a possum the other night.
So your dog, that is how old?
She turns 12 this week.
So your dog that is 12 years old this week caught a possum.
Bro, I was proud of her. She's never caught anything.
It caught a possum that I'm assuming was agile.
It was a small possum. Like, it was small and like thin. I actually thought I saw it at one point. There was a quick second in my head where I'm like, is that a ferret? Because I've never seen one so long and like black before. But it was definitely a possum because I saw it had the tail and it wasn't a rat. And then she went right to it. She had it. She knew where it was gonna be. I'm really proud of her. She's a shit hunter for a hound. So she was ready. She bolted, cut it off, and it was in her mouth with one grab, and then it did the full like possum like blah, like play dead thing. And it was really, honestly too. I'm gonna critique this possum's performance, hamming it up a little bit. It was a bit much.
Do you think if possum
it had its mouth open and its tongue out, it was going blah, and I'm like, all right.
Do you think if possums could talk, they'd be like, "Oh, you got me. I have been murdered."
Ooh, oh, you got me. The light. Oh no,
damn.
I see my grandma.
Ooh, I'm so dead. Ooh. Oh, you done killed me. Ooh.
And she was, I think Maddie was surprised she caught it because at one, I like yelled, I was like, Maddie, drop it. And she kind of looked at me like, I don't know what to do now. She just had it in her mouth looking at me. And then she dropped it and I dragged her in. And then once I closed the door, I saw the possum get up. I'm like, ugh. And then like walk out of the yard.
Dude.
That's the part that grossed you out the most was the possum walking away.
Yeah, that was...
What do you think was going to happen next?
I hadn't prepared myself for that part.
For the thought of a possum walking. Okay, interesting.
So over the weekend, I was in Ojai, California, with Sally and her parents and everything. And in the middle of the night, I went to the bathroom. And in the bathroom, while I was on the toilet, just trying to, do my natural thing, a spider.
Trying to do my natural thing.
A spider that just had too many legs. Okay, a spider with
more than the regular 8
coming out of its legs. Yeah, like this.
A 15-legged spider came out.
This spider had a fat old ass, which to me reads as poison.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah, so I just like immediately grab a towel and stomp the shit out of it, Right. I'm just stomp, right? I move the towel. This is all while I'm still on the toilet. Like I'm not standing up or anything, right?
Right.
And so I can barely even reach it. I'm like extending my leg to stomp it. And then I move the towel and it's all crumbled. So
you're standing on the toilet but stomping down at it. Raining down from above is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just trying to... Yeah.
And so then I move the towel and it's all crunchy, like I've been through a blender stance, whatever, right? And then I think it's dead. I'm still on the toilet, so I can't do anything about it at the moment. And I genuinely almost screamed though, because I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm almost done. And as I'm about to like stand up, it fully just extends all of its legs and runs away. And,
wow.
And like I was ready to throw up. Because if you've ever watched a spider come back to life, you know how disgusting it looks. like it stayed in that crumpled position because it thought, okay, if I stay like this, maybe they'll leave me alone. And he was right.
Yeah.
Then I go have a great day. We went on a hike. It was beautiful. We saw some oranges along the way that were like truly like so ripe that they were falling off the tree. Incredibly sweet. We ate a couple of them. And then we went into town, had a great brunch, and just like had a really, really nice day. Then that night, I go to the bathroom again, and this is I'm pretty regular. I don't want to brag, but I go to the bathroom again, and as I am on the toilet,
shut the fuck up. Hit me in waves of you bragging about being regular. All right, go ahead. What happened?
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a great thing. Yeah,
it means your life.
Some
is
people
in
aren't
order.
that way. Yeah.
So anyway,
my girlfriend's jealous of me. I'm more regular. She's called me out. She's like you got your times in the day. I go, yes, I do.
Yeah. And so
it's called training.
Oh.
Huh? Come on. It's called aspiring to greatness.
Oh God. Okay. So anyway, I go to the bathroom again, and I'm in the same position, just vulnerable. Okay, pants down, knees up. All right.
That's the way I like to fuck.
And so.
You said it in the perfect rhythm. I couldn't help but say it.
What I can only assume is the same spider comes from under this set of like drawers that are in the bathroom, and I'm like, he's asking to be murdered now. Like now he's actually asking. So I laid a trap. I dropped a washcloth on the floor and let him walk on it. And then I threw the towel over, and then I stomped it, because now there's nothing flat for him to like, weasel around with. He can't like shimmy and everything. He's between two textured surfaces that are going to be smushed together. So now I got him right in my mind. Now he's done.
But what's that? He's behind you with a gun.
And so then I stop. I finish using the bathroom. I stand up, right? I check again. I check, very regular amount of time. I'm not a freak. I check again, and he's still there. I then go, and this is my fault. I did this to myself, okay? This is not a good thing that I did. But just out of the fact that he defied me once, and then I lost him, and now I got him again, and I laid a trap for him. I think it's Macho Man Randy Savage's People's Elbow, right?
The People's Elbow is The Rock, but Randy Savage is the Flying Elbow. The atomic elbow.
I'll show you what I did, and you tell me who it belongs to. Okay, I went ahead and I slapped.
I'll just say the two elbow moves.
I slapped the elbow, and I did a little jump, and I came down as best as I could. The problem is when I went to
that hurts when you do it.
When I went
on the floor.
When I went to come down in the bathroom, I slipped on a different towel. And so I nearly put my elbow through the wall. Because as I was coming down, it just threw my trajectory off. Like now I'm falling, but I'm more falling towards the wall. And when I went to, I didn't try it again. When I went to move the towel, the spider was gone.
Okay. I got a few things we need to just go back through and just touch on.
Go ahead and shoot.
Okay. So you genuinely decided to drop an elbow on the spider.
I already killed him. Now it's time to insult him.
And you thought, like, this won't go wrong.
I thought there was enough room in the bathroom.
But you're still going to come down on, like, the flat floor with your elbow. It's not going to feel great.
Yeah, but I'm going to land on rugs and towels.
Okay. All right. Fair. Okay, fair. But then I should
point out there was a big rug in the bathroom.
That's still okay. I'm still like, you're lucky you didn't like fracture your fucking elbow just dropping it on the flat floor.
I was gonna hit him
in the bathroom.
I was gonna hit him with more tricep meat than elbow.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you're really trying to do a stunt fall. I get it. I gotcha. But then ultimately, the spider did escape. And so now you're just showboating.
I mean, I don't know why that's such a arc of the story.
I'm just saying the spider has bested you twice now. And you got so cocky you were about to do a celebratory elbow drop onto it. That would be like if when The Rock does the people's elbow and he like pulls off the shoulder pad and does like the thing, he's not realizing the wrestler is slowly crawling away. Until he drops the elbow and he's like, oh, damn it, they left. I didn't look.
I guess it would be like that.
Yeah.
How about we open the mailbag?
No, you don't get to just pull that ripcord on me. You know the story you just told. Fine, we can open the mailbag if you want. Let's see here. I wasn't prepared. Let me open it up. All right, this first one here, this one is from Ivana, and the title of it says, "How do I get in the mailbag?" And then the body says, "Yay, please help, thanks." Hey, you've done it.
Your wish was granted.
You got in the mailbag. That's how you do it. You email joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. So send away, Ivana. You've done it.
That's so fun.
Congrats. I love that. Because it's also like the way to do it, and they nailed it. So,
Ivana killed it.
It's perfect. All right. This next one here, this is from Daniel, and I figured this one's on topic because it's called Puking at the Gym. And we just had stories of gym craziness and unfortunate bathroom craziness with your spider fight. So, let's see. This is from Daniel. Hey, Josh and Logan. Over the past year or so, I have discovered Josh's stand-up and really enjoyed all that I could find on the internet. When I found out that y'all were hosting your own podcast, I knew I had to check it out. Since listening in for the first time, I have been listening to you all every day and have thoroughly enjoyed each episode since. I particularly enjoyed the episode Say Something Dummy, partly because of the ridiculous story, but also because Logan's infectious laugh. Great stuff. That one, I really got broke in that one. So, but also, if they just recently discovered the show, I think that was episode 99, wasn't it? Like,
I think so.
God damn. Just, God, some of y'all are amazing. Just the way you sprint through, like I don't know. Anyways, I wanted to share a story with you that I think you might get some amusement out of. My whole life, I grew up overweight and very insecure about my body. I was never proud of how I looked or felt, and in the summer of 2018, I decided that I was going to change that once and for all before I started college. I decided to join a gym, and one of my best friends, who had been working out consistently for a few years at this point. Prior to this, I had never had any official weight training or gym experience in my life. However, I did play sports for most of my life, so I was not entirely unsure of myself when I first walked into the gym. However, where I was a total novice was in the kitchen. For most of my life, I had the diet of a middle schooler. Pizza rolls, fudge rounds, potato chips, and that good Southern cooking is what I grew up on. This was also the food that I ate when I first initially started working out. I bought every kind of supplement that I could get my hands on, protein powders, pre-workout, BCAAs, you name it, I bought it. You might now be able to see where this story is going, but if not, I promise I will arrive to the point soon. I love a pre-story tease. You might see where this is going. If you don't, I'll tell you. One day I decided that I wanted to go to the gym to work out. However, I was hungry at the time, and I was not about to go to the gym on an empty stomach. Lucky me, my family had ordered pizza the night prior, so there had been plenty of leftover pizza for me to eat. So I regretfully ate more pizza than I should have, guzzled down my pre-workout concoction, and headed to the gym. On the way to the gym, I began to feel an uneasiness in my stomach, but I was filled with #brotivation. Thank you, and was not about to be stopped by a little bit of a tummy ache. Once arriving to the gym, Once arriving to the gym, I decide that it is time to do some back exercises. So like any other gym bro, I sat down at the rowing machine to start my beginning sets. I should also note 2 things at this point. 1, I arrive at the gym around 6 p.m., which is the absolute rush hour for the gym. There were people everywhere, and I was practically shoulder to shoulder with everyone in the gym. 2, the rowing machine I was using was in the literal middle of the gym, which meant that I was surrounded by people and mirrors on all sides. Okay. All right, back to the story. I think he's putting that like out of game, in game. So I sit down to begin my sets, and my stomach is feeling uneasy. I complete set 1, no big deal. However, set 2 is a different story. As I am performing my second set, I can feel the unholy mix of pre-workout and pizza, and my stomach begin to return to the surface. Stricken with fear of what was about to happen, I panic and freeze. Then the unthinkable happened. I puked onto the rowing machine in the middle of the gym during the middle of rush hour. I sat there in the middle of the gym with the nastiest mix of stomach acid, pizza, and pre-workout you have ever seen, just sitting on the rowing machine. That sounds like it would look like the slime from Ghostbusters 2.
It also would be, because it's a rowing machine, it'd be so funny if he slid back while it happened.
Oh, and like fell off the back of it. Like, bah! Pushed him. In this moment, my fight or flight instinct kicked in, and I fought everyone there. No, that's not what happens. But that would be, I just started throwing punches. No, I immediately ran towards the paper towel station. I ripped off some paper towels, frantically cleaned up my puke, and then sat to finish my set and work out like nothing happened. That's a bold move. No, this is normal. That's how it goes. If that doesn't happen to you, you're doing it wrong. To this day, I can't believe that I did not just get up and leave in humiliation of the fact that I just puked in the middle of the busiest gym in town. But for some reason, I was compelled to complete my workout. I hope you enjoyed the story of me being slightly humiliated in public. I still get a kick out of this to this day. Life is funny, isn't it?
What a beautifully chaotic ending.
Anyways, thanks for all you two do. Keep up the good work. Take care, Daniel. There's also some PSs here. Do you want me to read those?
Yeah, please.
P.S. I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and would love to see y'all perform stand-up here someday. Don't know if my city has ever been on the radar, but I'd love to put our name in the running for future shows just in case you guys are ever feeling up to it. I mean, half show will travel is usually our deal, but...
Yeah, right.
You know, a little bit. So Chattanooga, probably not out of range. PSS... Oh, no, that's post-script. It'd be PPS, right? Post-script.
Yeah, PPS.
And I'm not meaning to correct. I read it and then my brain got stuck of being like, that's not.
You don't have to explain yourself. You're doing great.
Hey, thanks, buddy. That's the most supportive he's ever been to me on the show. That's the nicest Josh has ever been to me. And his camera's not working, so there isn't even video evidence of it now. Damn it.
Yeah, there'll be a cartoon, though.
I also come from a small town like Josh, and growing up, we also had a firework man. Our firework man also operated out of an 18-wheeler container with awnings cut into it like the one Josh mentioned that he purchased fireworks from in episode 101, the Louisiana Avengers. My firework man left his firework container in the parking lot of our grocery store year-round, and it would open up in July. Oh, wow. So a year-round. That truly is then just a spirit Halloween. Like it opens for the 1 month and then just sits empty.
100%.
Glad to hear that I'm not the only one who grew up with a small town with a local firework man. Maybe my town was just too small to even have a firework man. Maybe you guys were big small towns. We didn't even have a fireworks industry in my hometown.
Yeah, imagine being a little city slicker.
Yeah, that's probably good, huh?
Yeah.
We're just going a little short on this one, but
thanks so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, Josh Johnson on Twitter, Josh J Comedy on Facebook, and Josh Johnson Comedy on TikTok and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips and full videos of the show. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get in the mailbag like those people there, you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. Or you can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, which we also like to read in the air. And I just had some sent to me, actually, from our Canadian iTunes reviews.
Oh, wow.
Our buddy D sent me a couple. So maybe we'll have to read, now that I have some international iTunes reviews, maybe we'll read some next time.
Yeah, please.
And you can also, what's the next thing I say? It's about the Patreon. That's what it is. So if you join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show, we have bonus podcasts there, bonus video stuff, and access to past virtual live shows, full replays at a certain level, which we'll probably be doing one of those here soon. We'll be posting. We haven't scheduled that yet.
Yeah.
For the next virtual show, we're going to do it again this month.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun.
Keep an eye out for that. Follow us on all those socials to get those details.
Come on through and watch yourself when you work out. Be your own spotter, you know? Be careful.
Be your own spotter. Now that's kind of inspirational. I like that. And it can be taken either way. You like be your own spotter at the gym. Be your own emotional spotter. You know, take care of you. Be your own heart spotter. Heart spot doesn't sound good. That sounds like something that'll kill you.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
Yeah. Ooh, you got a heart spotter. Ooh. Killing him. One of that killed my uncles.
Yeah.
Well, right.
Yeah, heart spotter seems like it'll do you in.
Yeah. That's the Widowmaker, the old heart spotter. It's hard to say quick, too. I'm just going to see how long I can drag out this. Because I have a heart spot. Yeah, the heart spot's really... Yes, slurred speech is the first sign of a heart spotter. Well, all right. I'm going to call my doctor. Thanks for listening.